Koto, welcome everybody to the Queenstown Ice Arena. It is grand finals time. The 2026 NZIHL Championship is on the line here in Queenstown. I'm Matt Chavez, joined with Joel LeBritton. Joel,
how you doing?
Welcome to the show. It is the pregame show, and it is time to decide the 2026 champion for the NZIHL.
I know, we've been waiting all season for this. You know, there's been lots of highs, lots of lows. Dunedin turning on the Jets right at the end there to secure themselves a place in the final. The comeback of the century.
Oh, it was something to behold, really.
Absolutely.
And we've got Dave Dubnick and Matt Whiffen calling this one today. Matt Whiffen with the loss of words upstairs. We'll get to him in just a moment.
No, voice is all warmed up.
Oh,
but
yeah.
By the end of the weekend, we'll see what happens.
We will indeed. So, lots to talk about here. And as you pointed out, it was an overtime to remember. It was an aggregate series between the Thunder and the Admirals. Both games were 9-4. And 9-4, that's ridiculous to begin with. And they go to overtime. The Thunder obviously are here, so that means they came out on top in overtime. Let's talk about how they keep the momentum going here. What are your thoughts about Dunedin? And you were saying off air, it's going to be a question of how quickly they get adjusted.
Absolutely. So, I mean, the big elephant in the room is, you know, Stampede here competing for championship number 11. Thunder going for championship number 1. Although it could be argued maybe a few of those first 2 championships from the Southern Stampede, maybe a little shared before the NZIHL expansion.
Yep.
But I think it's going to be up to the Thunder here to really step up and play into not being nervous, claiming this championship, because they've worked so hard to get here, continuing that momentum and moving forward, coming out of the gate strong, and really putting their best foot forward with that top line, you know, making impact, try and get Stampede on the back foot initially.
Yeah, and to kind of bring that home, I've got the 2-2 was the series for the season.
Yeah, both series splits. And both you can see, you know, Friday night Stampede taking the W, and then Saturday night Dunedin taking the W. So read into that what you will. Is Stampede better off straight off the bat, and Dunedin needs that first game to warm up and get into the flow of things, or is it completely random?
Well, speaking of completely random, we'll talk about Dunedin as we go here, but here's some of the history. And the only series win in 2014, what kind of jumps out at you with this graphic?
Well, I mean, 2014, you know, it's a few years ago now.
Yeah.
And since then, Stampede have been on an absolute charge. But you can see a shift in the culture in Dunedin the last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
You know, Cole Becksteg coming in, bringing in, you know, some great, Stegman, all these guys, and they're just leading from the front, you know, they're lifting everyone up and bringing them with them. Oh, so Dunedin, wow, that's a great stat, eh? First ever grand final meeting, 78 all-time NZIHL meetings, so 62 wins versus 16. Wow, that is a huge stat there. Well, but that spans over a long history as well.
A very long history, and some seasons where Dunedin was a little less competitive, but now it's a little different. I wanted to mention, though, Dunedin has had one of the weirdest seasons I've ever seen, and I don't mean that, like, they've had some big ups, some big downs, a lot of big ups.
Yeah.
But I have never even heard of a team that goes 9 weekends and splits every series.
That's crazy.
Every single one of them was a win and a loss, including the playoff game, because they lost the first game, won the second game, and then won the overtime, of course. That's how close it's been for them to just kind of be riding this. And here you can see it, every single part of the season has gone back and forth.
Gone to the splits.
So what it tells me is that no matter what happens in game 1, game 2 has every chance.
You know, they can take a loss in that first game and then come and deliver on that second night to, draw it to a third game, you know?
Yeah.
Because unlike all these other weekends, if it splits, we get extra hockey.
Yes, we do get a game 3. So just as a point of clarification for everybody, there was a 2-game series last week or 2 weekends ago where the semifinals was an aggregate series. Just to clarify, this is not an aggregate series at all. This is 3 games straight up.
Yep.
There will be a winner in all games, and if they go to overtime, it is a 20-minute 3-on-3 overtime.
Yep.
So just for clarity's sake, we had a situation. That's the other game, and we'll get into this. The other game was the other series, excuse me, was the Stampede, obviously playing the Red Devils.
Yes.
The Red Devils getting into the playoffs for the first time in, I believe, 4 years, which was great for them.
Yep.
And they came in here and got a win on game 1. However, just to point this out, it was 2-1, and the Stampede didn't pull a goalie, didn't do anything crazy because it was an aggregate series.
Yep.
And they got the win. This time around with the finals, it goes to overtime. There is a winner and a loser each time.
Yep, absolutely.
So what we're going to do is we're going to throw this to an interview that I did earlier with Cole Beckstead. We were talking about the culture change.
Yes.
Some great answers here. We're here with Cole Beckstead, Dunedin Thunder, and Cole, that was quite the series with the semifinals against the Admirals. You had a goal and 8 assists, and kind of not like you. You kind of like to light the lamp a little bit. Have you found a groove in the feed everybody else thing, or are we going to be a bit more in front of the goal this time?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's nice to tuck them in the back of the net, but obviously I'm pretty fortunate to play with some players who can also do that. So honestly, I'm just looking at what the defense gives me. I'm trying to take, if they're giving me the shot, then I'm going to take the shot. But it seemed like that weekend they were giving me a lot of looks to set up some of my other mates who can, hell of a player, in Luke Stegman, and I know I always look for him, and Loisel, and then Otis, and the list goes on and on for us. So yeah, definitely consider myself a playmaker, but this weekend, similar to West Auckland, looking to take what they'll give me.
There you go. The other question I have for you was kind of about the way that the momentum worked. You guys had quite the finish to that series. You went 14-13 in overtime with the combined goals. And yeah, 3-on-3, you guys finish it off. You win the series. You get here. How do you carry the momentum forward?
Yeah, I think honestly, talking to a lot of the guys and obviously getting 5 or 6 practices in between now and then, or then and now, we're kind of just approaching it like a blank slate. Like, it was awesome at home. Crowd was behind us. We pulled it off. We shot ourselves in the foot Friday, came back Saturday, and eventually pulled it off, which is why we're here. But it's a blank slate for us. We're looking to approach this series like that's in the past, and it's kind of all about what we're going to do here and now. Especially start tonight with obviously a worthy opponent in SkyCity, and we're looking to come out and play hard and kind of just keep that rolling and keep that energy going.
Outstanding. Cole Beckstead from the Dunedin Thunder. We're here with the captain, Connor Harrison. Connor, it's been an interesting semifinals. We started out with a 2-1 loss to the Red Devils here at home, but then you methodically came back and just tore them apart basically in that second game with a 7-1 win. So tell me a little bit, what switch did you flip when you started game 2?
I guess it really came down to preparation. It's kind of been the story of our season, a few slow starts here and there, and I know we took a pretty hard look at that and how we prepared for games and came into the room. And yeah, I think, not to give too much away, but we might have figured that out. Hoping we can consistently do that and keep that going this weekend.
Well, speaking of this weekend, it is that first game and the all-important first game so that you have a couple of shots to win the Virgo Cup. How do you start out with that kind of mentality in game 1?
I think you just kind of try to drill it into the guys all week at training. Be prepared, but most importantly, enjoy it, and just not take it too seriously, but just seriously enough. And yeah, I think it's just how we've prepared all week. We've been pushing each other, and then as a team, just training up and getting ready to go. I don't know if there's a secret recipe as such, but yeah, I think we might have figured it out in the room.
All right, Connor Harrison, good luck tonight.
Awesome, thank you.
Some good words from Connor Harrison, the captain of the Stampede. Joel, I guess we've been talking about the Thunder so far.
Yes.
I would love to hear what your thoughts are in the next 60 seconds about how the Stampede gets started in game one the way that they want to.
Yeah, well, I mean, first off the bat, you know, home barn advantage, always critical in the playoff series. You know, unlike NHL and things like that, where you're swapping between, you know, everyone's Stampede get the home field advantage the whole time. Although I did notice there's apparently about 150 Dunedin Thunder fans who have made the journey up to Queenstown here for these finals. But I mean, Stampede have been here before so many times in this exact building and faced massive adversity against all manner of competitors over so many years with so many different teams. Lots of core players, you know, Lockie Freer having a standout year this year. You know, Joel Gerard, the future, just standout year. 8-0 in the regular season. Connor Jean, you know, so many bright spots in the Stampede. I can sit here and talk about them all day.
You bet. So, with that, all the talking's done. They're getting ready behind me. It's time for some ice hockey.
Time for some action.
We will see you guys in just a couple of minutes.
There you have it. The SkyCity Stampede are your 2025 Burgle Cup champions. After a long, hard, tough season, they are the ones standing at the top.
It's looking like the Thunder have already kind of damped their ticket to head towards there, but we will see. There's still another 13 games after this one that the Thunder will need to play.
James Moore with a shutout here tonight for the Dunedin Thunder. Take a bow, a huge performance from their goaltender.
The crowd go up in arms as Dunedin Thunder have come back here in the second game of the weekend.
Gets the shot off, a rebound, they score. It's Chalice scoring against his old team.
Oh, what an outstanding goal there from McCart.
Good night, Nurse.
Right in the middle there. Max Roth shoots and scores. Max Roth wins it in overtime for the SkyCity Stampede. Backhand pass, backhand, a shot two, and they score. There's a shot, and they score. Another shot, he'll score.
To the middle, picked up by Loisel. Loisel shoots. Oh! Good! Are you kidding me? Loisel scored! The Thunder have done it! The Thunder have come back and won the series! Oh my God! This crowd is blowing up here in the Dunedin Ice Stadium. Well, it's been 16 weeks. We've had 44 games and a massive 382 goals. But only 2 remain in the quest for the Burgle Cup 2026. One team, the defending champion SkyCity Stampede, looking to make it 11 and their 6th in a row. The other team, the Dunedin Thunder, looking for only their first Burgle Cup, their 3rd appearance in the finals in their franchise history, and their first since 2014. It's time for the NZIHL Finals 2026. Only one team can take away the Burgle Cup. It's hockey time. It's showtime. Tēnā koutou, katoa, no mai haere mai. Welcome to the beautiful town of Queenstown. We're here at the Queenstown Ice Arena, the home of the SkyCity Stampede. My name's Matt Whiffen. I'm joined by Dave Dubnick, and we'll be bringing you all the live play-by-play action for the weekend's action starting tonight. Game 1, the final series begins. It's a 3-game series, and it's all up for grabs. Dave, this is what we have been waiting for all these months, this final, and it's come to the two teams here, the best teams on the ice.
Absolutely. This is, there's pages and pages written about these moments, but the bottom line is playoff hockey. First of all, such a spectacular, as Matt and Joel were talking about earlier, the makings to get here, especially for the Thunder. They, that old Cinderella story,
yeah.
And the ability for them to crawl out of the depths of despair and end up with overtime goal. The Stampede of just steady as she goes through the whole year. Not as strong as they have been historically with each game, but more importantly, the battle between these two teams. There was never any super dominance.
Yeah,
even though
right.
Stampede ended up in first place, Thunder not so far up that ladder, they're both here. And while they played over the entire year, they split. It was a continued, like the conversation we had, it was like down to like very skinny numbers.
That's
on
right.
who was better when the two played.
Yeah, the Thunder season itself was up and down. They split just about every weekend. But yeah, with the Stampede as well being just such a champion team. Like I said before, 6th time they're going for tonight or over the weekend.
Yeah.
You just can't fight off that inevitability sometimes of the Stampede, the way they've gone on for the last 5 years. It's such a large mountain to move for any team to come here.
I've heard in other codes, in other times they speak of playoff practice, as in having been in the playoffs before, there's an element of mental security or mental awareness.
Yeah.
The Thunder not having been there before, no, for a long time. But they've got, it's all for the Stampede to lose and all for the Thunder to win. So it's like I say, this is going to be a stonker tonight.
Yeah, let's hope we have some really exciting hockey ahead of us.
The other thing to think about is goaltending tonight.
Yes, so key for both teams to get good goaltending. And with the Stampede, they've had 2 of the top 3 goaltenders all season, and Joel Gerard and Ashton Brooks. So to try, who do you choose to start? First of all, if you're the coach, Cameron Freer, it's a tough one. For the Dunedin Thunder, it's been a little bit iffy sort of all year. They've certainly had games where they've led a lot of goals, but other games where they've been absolute lights out. So it's kind of toss of a coin which one you get. Hopefully tonight they get the good toss, they get a good goaltender, and I believe Toby's got the nod. So he's had a good series against the Stampede this year. So.
Yeah,
good luck to Toby out there.
I joke it's sort of a David and Goliath, older with younger. I think Joel Gerard starting for the Stampede, meaning that they're going to end up, somebody's a seasoned goaltender. Joel, although young, has done really well and has put in a fair bit of work this year.
Yeah, looking at him on the ice, I think he comes up to Toby's chest. Yeah.
Yeah, David and Goliath. We have, we'll be having the national anthem.
Yes, you can already hear a Let's Go Thunder chant from the supporters here.
Boy, is it green in here. crowd is quite loud.
Yeah, nothing like a little bit of pride to get you excited. Big hello to Matt Chavez, who's joined us up here in the box. He'll be joining us for commentating during the game. Let's get to the starting lineups. Let's have a look at the SkyCity Stampede. Dave, you've got the list there for you.
Yeah, we've got Connor Jean starting with Dylan Devlin and Lachlan Freer up in the front line. And in the backfield, we have Freer and Roth in the back. And, of course, starting in net will be Joel Gerard.
Starting lineup for the Dunedin Thunder. At the back, we've got Max Haring, joined by Luke Stegman, the high-scoring import. And then Cole Bigstead, Ian Ortis, Jack Lewis, the starting forwards. Toby Shook in net, of course, as we previously mentioned. Crowd is amping. The Dunedin crowd is making themselves well and truly known here.
Tonight's officials, Ryan Hissong and Ryan Carnes, along with Caleb Ellis and Adam Nagy on the lines. Big shout out to Ryan's children. He says, better be in bed before the end of the game. Isla and Finn, there's no way you're going to go to bed. No one would go to bed on a playoff hockey game.
Of course.
Big shout out to Isla and Finn.
All right, here we go. Puck drop for Final Series 2026. Burger Cup. Dylan Devlin lost it to Ian Ortis. And quickly, Luke Stegman throws that puck in around the boards, picked up by Bigstead. Turned it over, it's down ice. Could be icing. No, it's waved away. Luke Stegman plays it up around the boards. Connor Jean on the boards, battling with Luke Stegman and two other Thunder players. Gets it up to the point. First shot goes in behind the net. Bigstead coming up the left-hand side. Pass across ice. Picks up Stegman. Stegman shoots, and that's a shot right into the breadbasket. And that'll be the first shot of the game to the Dunedin Thunder.
First shot. Joel Gerard covered. The shot was right on the numbers. You can see the crowd. I'm more busy with the crowd. Yeah, good shot right on the numbers here. The crowd, it's hard to hear what's going on. This crowd is raucous.
Oh, yeah, they've amped up here. This barn is really loud when it's packed in like this. Thunder win the draw. It's in the corner there for Joe Roy. Takes a shot from Mitchell Freer. Gets it to the middle. Shot on net. Saved by Gerard. Eden with a quick shot there. Loisel shot from the point, but that goes in behind the net. Darley puts it towards the net. Back out in front. Cleared out to the side by Freer. Nice pass up the middle. Jean couldn't hold on to it. He'll peel off for a change. Sam Loisel, the hero from the semi-finals. Brings it back into his zone. Looks across ice. Big pass in front of Ollie Rout, but he's missed him, and that'll be an icing against the Thunder. They'll go back down to their own zone. Matt Chavez, good pre-game show. How was it down there?
Yeah, it was all right. It's good. It's never good to be in a penalty box, to be fair, but it's a good place to be. And noticing right away the Thunder taking a lot of shots from pretty much everywhere on the ice.
Yeah, good cycling by the Thunder the first couple seconds there.
Face-off win for Jackson Flight. Hampson has a shot blocked by Ollie Rout, and it comes back to the Stampede zone. Mr. Good pass comes back for Stegman. Up the middle of the ice, Lockie Boniface couldn't quite pick it up, and a chance, half a chance goes begging. Connor Harrison's pass is in between his feet, but he will be able to dump it in. He'll get a change. Regan Wilson. Mr. Good pass, that might have been offside. No, it's onside, but the puck goes up into the boards above Toby Shook, and we'll get a whistle.
Would you say opening jitters with those missed passes to start with, just half a stick off?
I think these teams want to play at pace. You know, they want to play
definitely
at
have
pace.
set a pace. This is not in fast forward.
So you've got to be able to make quick reactions. No time to take a second to make a decision. Those are going to be really fast. There's a shot, follow-up shot, rebound. Oh, and Campbell shot in front. Puck is in. It's a goal for the Stampede, and they open the scoring here in the Burgle Cup Finals. Logan Campbell had a great chance in front of the net, but I think he just lost it.
Centering pass. But like you mentioned moments earlier, Campbell just couldn't get it up over the pads of unfortunate kick in by, there's Campbell's miss. He'll be dreaming about that one.
Yeah, he'll be glad that they managed to pick up the goal there, because he had a great opportunity in front of the net.
So we're only 4 minutes into this game.
Well, that's not the first time a goal's come off the legs of Toby Shook. Here's a shot on by Gene. The follow-up shot. And I think they went off the side of the net. Stampede with a flurry of shots here. Jack Lewis can't get the puck out. Ian Ordis fighting with Devlin to the middle for Frere. Frere shoots, and he's put it up high to hit the net behind Toby Shook.
Just high shot. Good passing there by the Stampede. Inability for the Thunder to get it out at that moment. Unfortunate for them.
Yeah, really wanting to see Shuck hold on to the puck a little bit more here. He's given up several in front, and that has been where the dangers come from so far for the Stampede.
Face off back to Max Roth, who put a shot on, but it goes in behind the net. Bounces up to the point here. Cycle back down low by Connor Jean. Lachlan Frere. 11 points in the series between these two teams this year. Long shot into the pads, and there's no rebound from Shook this time.
He must have listened to you, Matt, because he gobbled that up.
Oh, it was one of those shots where I think that's to get a line change, and a smart one at that, because they've been out there for a little while. Now they're going to put the flight line back out and continue here while the Thunder stay with their current crew.
Chris Eden gets the puck off the draw. He works it in. He'll be offside, so Walsh has to retreat. Moves it back to Stigman. Stigman finds Eden. Intercepted just over the blue line. Thunder back in their own blue line here. Looking to make a play. Just the reset play here for the Dunedin Thunder. Stigman finds Darlene. Trying to get a pass across. Follow-up shot, but it's whiffed on by Joe Orr. Back and stick in the middle of the ice. Doesn't affect the play. Darling finds Joe Orr. Can't handle the pass. And that might have been offside. Yeah, it is.
Heated moments there.
Yeah, there is. And Joe Ward's tempting fate there with a slash on. I think it was
Rusky Jones, was it? Perhaps Campbell.
One of the Campbell brothers. Two Campbell brothers out there, and they're hard to tell apart because they're both so tall.
Yeah, there's a lot of height up there. Big, tall trees.
And they don't even have dissimilar numbers, 86 and 36, so they haven't made it easy for us.
All right, guys, that is unsportsmanlike conduct against Joe Orr. He's going to serve for 2 minutes.
Yeah. Well, that we spoke about, well, we didn't speak about, but penalties.
We did speak about it before the game.
Yeah, before the game, that how important they will be, because both teams do so well in power play.
SkyCity Stampede with the first power play opportunity of the finals. And they've got that familiar, powerful power play unit out there. Max Roth plays it down low. Gets past Lachlan Frere, but to the middle from Connor Jean, and in the middle was Max McCarg. He's put it just wide, inches wide of the post. Roth fires, he scores! Max Roth beats Toby Shook for the second goal. And that's the danger of taking penalties against these teams here.
Yeah, you weren't privy earlier to this statement about what we were talking about before the game, about how important penalties will be, and there it is. Nice shot. Bit of clutter in front to create the screen.
Yeah. Beat him pretty clean there. Toby Shook did have a look at that. Thunder need to hit back here. They need to settle this down. Get back into this game.
I don't... as fast as this has happened, Thunder could turn it around.
Darling wins the puck, moves it up ice. And a pass up ahead by Jack Lewis. This will be icing as getting back in time to get the call was Mitchell Frere.
Yeah, guys, this is going to go as far as Toby Shuck. Right now, you've got a Thunder team that is a little unbalanced to start with here. That's fine. It can give up a goal, maybe two, but it really comes down to, will Shuck get settled in here in this finals game?
Well, he's had a good season against the SkyCity Stampede. He's had a 2.5 goal against average. He's nigh on that already with these 2 early goals. 4.5 gone. They really need him to settle in here. Quick shot in behind the net. Played out to the corner by Darling. Gives Zach Lewis an outlet, but he's passed it straight up the middle to Gene, and there's going to be a whistle. It's Dylan Devlin, put some pressure on Shook. There's Darling and Shook really just sort of discussing what to do with the puck.
Guys, I just saw Devlin smiling. It must be Friday.
Come on.
Yeah.
It could be any day of the week.
Yeah, I know.
He's got that crocodile smile.
And he was there to cause some more trouble, and he almost got somebody to bite on that one.
Yeah, he's happiest when he's causing trouble, Dylan Devlin.
Yeah.
Always has been.
So we're looking face-off to the left of Shook. 15-16 left in the first. Just holding up here while
Jackson Flight to take the draw for the Stampede. Lost it to Rain Walsh, who escaped behind the net. Pushes it up ice to Eden. Thunder's breakout didn't work, so the Stampede able to move the puck up ice. Flight gets around Stegman, but Wilson was there in support. He goes up the boards. Pass to the middle. Picked up by Rain Walsh. He heads up ice. Thunder have got some numbers. It's a low shot, goes across the front of the net. Jackson Flight will pick it up. He gets knocked down. Stegman in there. There's this chance for Joe Ward. Moves to the front. There's a shot by Chris Eden. Kept out by Gerard. Wilson fires it in from over the red line. Thunder will get a change. Stampede. Turned it over at halfway. Will Barry can't control it. Rusky Jones, hassled by Will Barry, but he regathers. Couldn't get it past Max Hurren. Moves it up the middle to Barry. Barry pushes it ahead, and he gets it up behind the net. Max Roth takes a hit from Lachlan Frere, but he made the play to get it out. Hurry, trying to move this up ice for Joel Orr. Sorry, Ollie Rout. Max Roth up the left with some speed, gets around Boniface, takes a shot on. Toby Shook didn't drop, kicked it out with his stick. Rimmed around down low. Loiseau will pick it up in front of the Thunder bench. Trying to evade the check. Put it to the middle from McCarg. McCarg can't get the shot through. Another one on. The follow-up shot. Toby Shook keeps it out, but he's knocked the net off in the process.
I'm seeing, and all of that on those shots, Shook's looking a little like not as stable as he should be. He's just maybe a little, after those first couple goals, maybe a little shy on it. I'm not too sure. Matt?
Yeah, I think he's, there are a couple of situations where he's been a little bit slow to react, which is really not good for a goaltender in that situation. But he was in position for that last save, so you know that might have been what he was after all.
Yeah, he doesn't move as quickly as younger goalies. He's a little older now, and he'll be the first to admit that. Here's an opportunity for Orders, but he couldn't hold the puck there. Darling, bobbling shot, pops off to the side, back to the middle, but it's only picked off by the Stampede. Devlin moves it out. Gene pushes it ahead, reverses up to Devlin, trying to get it to Lachlan Frere. Quickly moved up ice by the Thunder. Jack Lewis will bring it in, plays it out to the side for Orders. Back to Bigstead, who scores! How did he get that through the pads? I am not sure. We'll have to watch the replay. Seemed like a weak backhand.
There was an army of green coming up the ice. 3 Stampede players caught back. They turned it around, and boy, did they boogie. So it was, look at that, 4 and eventually, another kicked in by the own. The goaltenders are feeling it tonight, Matt.
Yeah, that was one that he'll want back, but all fair in love and war in hockey because it's 2-1, and it's probably the puck luck that the Thunder needed to get back into this.
Oh, they definitely needed to be the next to score. And they have. That'll give them a lot of confidence. The bench was up on their feet for that one. Stampede, though, causing a lot of trouble down low. Eden can't get it over the blue line. He just did. But nice pressure from Amston there, and offside. Ooh,
Amston did a little weave there while Jackson Flight was motoring to the net.
So one of the adjustments I've seen the Thunder make already, they are used to going kind of a 3-2 and leaving 2 defenders back. They are cheating right now. F3 is staying well back to make sure that they don't give up any more odd man rushes. It's made a difference in the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, we saw that all through the year where they did give up a lot of odd man rushes because of the offensive defenseman who was so inclined to go up ice. Luke Teon can't get it over halfway. Max Hurren will have to hurry back and gets it across to Stegman. He floats it up the middle for Teon. There won't be an icing there. Mitchell Frere gets a hit, gets another one, but he's a big man. He'll take those all day and shake them off like a cow getting bit by a mosquito. Doesn't really mean much. Lloyd Zhao can't put the hit on. Husky Jones. Hurry, trying to get it up the boards. Picked off by Campbell. Puck into center ice. Husky Jones. McCarg takes a hit. Still there for the Stampede. Into the middle. Backhand shot. Shoulder save from Shook. From Jean.
That was a really close backhand shot.
That's offside, and the arm's up. It'll be called by the linesman.
That was a really nice setup with the Stampede intercepting that puck deep in that Thunder zone. There's a little bit of that happening on both ends where the ability to get it out of the net, out of their own zone is not as smooth as it should be.
3 times the puck has come to a Stampede player in the high slot undefended.
Face off in the neutral zone, comes back for Tristan Darling. Finds Jack Lewis. Trying to get it through the feet of Devlin. Turns it over. Jean dangles with the toe drag and took a shot. Easy enough for Shook to handle. Picked up the middle by Jack Lewis. Quick regroup by the Stampede. Shot on. Loose puck in front. Darling clears it to the corner. Pass up the middle. That's dangerous. Big step. Carries it in, gains the blue line. Looking for the shot, puts it towards the net. Portis there, reverses it. Wilson, shot on, loose puck in the middle, but it's Devlin's puck, and he'll move it up ice. Gets it over halfway. Looking to make the pass back to Devlin, couldn't do so. Ortis, Bigstead, numbers here for the Thunder. Bigstead, dangles, trying to get around, puts a backhand shot on. Rebound out to the side. Stampede break it out.
I think that actually hit the camera up here, the white one. That was mighty close to us, guys.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, wow.
Danger pay, Michael.
Yeah, double the pay.
Double the pay. Get your helmets on, boys and girl.
And he gave us a thumbs up, so apparently we're getting it. We'll see.
Oh yeah. That's a binding contract, I think.
A thumbs up is a binding contract.
Connor Harrison works this one in the zone. Puck gets past Eden and Frere. It'll go all the way down. That'll be icing.
Yeah. So there's still a lot of toing and froing that they haven't settled. Would you say, Matt? Or
yeah, I wouldn't say that either team is settled. You haven't seen any. Go back to 2 minutes in. You had a sustained offensive effort by the Thunder, but for the most part, it's been back and forth and taking advantage of mistakes more than anything else.
1 and 2 player bursts.
Yeah, Thunder really haven't had a lot of offensive zone pressure to set up. Stampede certainly a little bit more of the run of the play. Shot, low shot there.
Beautiful interception by Walsh.
Max Hurry at the point. Flips this one into the corner. Eden. It's taken away by Max Roth. Back to the point again for Hurry. His shot is deflected. Harrison looking for the stretch pass up to Flight, but what a play from Lloyd Sowell. Indirect pass picked off by Connor Harrison. Harrison gets around Lloyd Sowell. Barry comes in, pokes it away. No one to pass to up that right-hand side, though. He gets it out into the neutral zone, enough time for the Thunder to complete a change. Stampede also looking for a couple of changes. Oh, here's a shot from Logan Campbell. And that was another turnover from the Thunder, which happens to end up in the middle of the ice.
I think, was it Stegman that took that in the gut?
Lloyd Sowell, yeah.
Sowell, sorry.
I think he might have had it in the hand. He's shaking that wrist. Or yes, like you say, in the stomach. He's feeling it. Hopefully he can shake it off. Here comes Lachlan Boniface. Over the line. Gets a shot away, but it's a weak one in behind the net. Funny bounce up the middle. Darling puts it on. Shot on by Boniface. Bigstead dances around one. Step into the middle, but knocked away by Logan Campbell. Stampede with a chance to clear. Stegman moves it across to Darling. The players circling. Ordis pulls up, throws it in. Hampston will curl back. Find True.
Great forechecking by the Thunder there.
Another turnover. Julian Waters picked up the indirect pass.
At the moment, the Thunder are all over the Stampede, struggling to get it out of their own zone.
7.5 to go in period one of the Brickle Cup Finals 2026. Walking in, Stampede shooting, and a good save. Loose puck. It's come out to the side. Thought Toby Shook had it initially.
I thought he was all over that. That goes back to Matt Chavez's statement about Toby not being able to hold on to those at the moment.
Dylan Devlin can't get a shot away. Regan Wilson floats one up ice. Can Chris Eden win the race? He cannot. Mitchell Frere putting the body on the line. Here's an opportunity for Lachlan Frere. Great defensive play from Ryan Walsh, getting in there just in time. And he'll come up ice, trying to get around Jackson Flight. Had some speed, but play's broken up. Harrison can't pick up the puck, so it'll go to Wilson. Wilson trying to clear it. Wilson on the board against his old teammate Connor Harrison. Two of the players that used to play, that were here for the, played in the 2014 finals. Last time Dunedin Thunder made them finals. Nice stop up by Joe Waugh. Shooting. Don't think Gerard would have seen that one. Here's an opportunity for the Stampede. Big hit from Max Hurry on Jackson Fly.
Couple of teammates, former teammates there.
Lloyd Zell's back out there. McCard knows that's offside, so he has to retreat and wait. Lloyd Zell throws this puck in. Max Roth will pick it up for the Stampede. Off the boards, picked up by
Dangerous
Thunder, and a shot on. And there's been numerous turnovers into the middle of the ice here, man.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a trend here where the small ice here in Queenstown is playing a factor. What's happening is in the when they're playing in Dunedin, they've got a much wider surface. Right now, the Thunder are getting caught in the boards, and whenever the puck kind of gets dragged out to the outside, it's the Stampede that are maintaining spacing, and they're getting pucks in good spots.
Well, it's a follow-up shot off a long one. Ian Ordis chopped it on. Thunder don't have numbers there, so Stampede come over with it. Big pass across ice. Finds Lachlan Frere looking for Gene up the middle. Always dangerous play there from Jack Lewis. He had numbers against him, but he managed to get the play away. Max Roth heads up ice, carries it in, working on Regan Wilson. Trying to make a centering pass. Bigstead was there to break it up. Nice pass up to Ortis. Sorry, that was Lewis. Just couldn't get around the defense. Lewis puts it up again, trying to get a shot away, but Max Roth with a stick in there. And there's going to be a penalty. This will be against the Stampede, against the Thunder. Jack Lewis is going to get called, I think, for holding the stick of Max Roth. Goalie off for the Stampede. They've got that extra attacker. And Thunder touch up, and that'll get us another power play for the SkyCity Stampede.
When we see this one on replay, guys, this is an attempt to try to get a holding call, and in doing so, trying to demonstrate the penalty as it was happening. He yanked on the stick because it was in that position, and basically it got turned around and ended up getting the call against him.
Unfortunate for the Thunder, something they didn't need, because we know how dangerous the Stampede power play can be.
They scored on their first power play. They've got another opportunity here with 4:22 left in this first period. NZIHL gets a good clearance off a face-off win by Rain Walsh. Dunedin Thunder's penalty kill has been good all season, running it over 80%, so they're fairly comfortable playing short-handed, but this Stampede team is very dangerous. So no matter how good you are, there's always a danger that this team will score.
Yeah, Roth and Jean, the import tandem.
Hampson shoots and scores!
Well,
didn't take long.
I wish I would have said it before the game, because we did say penalties, you know, do make a difference in this game.
Yeah, two very good power play units on both these teams, and Stampede going 2 for 2 in this first period.
You know, that whole thing came off of a flurry in the Stampede zone, which was a sad thing, because the Thunder had, you know, before that penalty, it was in the Stampede zone, and they had shots on.
And two very unnecessary penalties, Matt Chavez.
Oh, absolutely. They were unnecessary. I mean, one of them, they were trying to draw a penalty, so I kind of understand that. The other one, an unsportsmanlike, that's just, you know,
silly.
You can't do that and not expect to get burned here.
Connor Harrison drags, shoots. Nice kick save from Toby Shook. In Ortis brings it over. Leaves it for Bigstead. Bigstead shoots. Oh, and a great glove save from Gerard. Just got enough of it.
Just enough of it.
Comes around the boards for Max Hurry. Backhands it back in behind for Ian Ortis. Keeps it going for Stigman. Oh, nice play. Intercepted by Husky Jones.
Just to let you know, there's only 3 minutes left in this very exciting first period.
Connor Harrison tried to take a shot away, but and he gets a shot there from Max Hurry. Pass from Stigman goes in behind. Two players. The icing.
Not allowing that change for the Thunder, but allowing the Stampede to freshen up their horses. Face-off will be deep in that Thunder zone to the left of Toby Shook.
Dylan Devlin will face off against Ian Ortis. Comes back for Gene. Gene shoots, and I don't think Toby Shook saw that. He was only inches away from the left-hand post. I think that shot from Lachlan Frere is a very smart shot. Max Frere.
Another penalty coming up. Devlin going down on that one.
He might have taken a cross check from Max Hurry. Shot goes behind the net.
Matt, do you call that like playoff jitters?
Yeah, jitters. Yeah, I mean, you could say that, but I think this one's going to be Dylan Devlin doing what Dylan Devlin does every time. Just playing the pest, and it worked. And here's that cross check. But honestly, that is, I'm just going to say it.
Go ahead.
Not looking at like that's a penalty. That's a draw. So anyway,
Dylan Devlin did go down maybe a little easily, but it's an intelligent play because the contact was there on the back. Once he felt it, all he had to do was go down, and it was an easy call for the referee. Stampede go on the power play for the third time. Amstead shoot in, block a save from Shook. Puck comes off the glass, still on play. Lachlan Freer back to the point. Cross to Amstead. Shoots, deflected up high, hits the netting in behind Toby Shook. We've got a whistle.
Some great cycling there by the Stampede on that power play. It's well seasoned. Early in this game, we've had, what are we on, Matt? 4? No, 3.
Third power play. Well, this happened to the Thunder in the
first
semi-final. They gave the Pure New Zealand Admirals so many opportunities on the power play. A shot from Max Roth, deflected in front.
Great collection there by, is it Darling, I believe?
So the West Auckland Admirals, or the Pure New Zealand Admirals, had a really rough time with the power play up until that semi-final, where they put four power play goals in on 4 power play attempts. So Thunder really shoot themselves in the foot here by giving the Stampede, which have a much better power play than the Pure New Zealand Admirals, the opportunity to have these.
Big forechecking by Beckstead.
Ian Orders puts it in the middle, and Lloyd Sell couldn't quite get the shot away. Loose puck, but Gerard falls on it and gets the clear.
Boy, that's gutsy move. Well done by Beckstead. His hustle created that turnover in that Stampede zone. Wonderful play, and almost resulted in a shorthanded goal. Josh, 1 minute. I can't believe just a minute left.
It goes very fast.
It sure does.
Stampede up by 2. Shot goes wide from the point. Stampede still on the power play for 40 seconds.
And not much more left in the period.
Nice interception by Stegman, but
boy, I tell you, active
onto
sticks by the Thunder. Wonderful defense.
Stegman fighting, trying to get past Rusky Jones. And Ollie Rusky Jones did really good there just to keep Stegman from getting that breakaway. Long shot.
Beautiful
Kicked out by
save.
Shook. Harrison was there waiting for him, a loose puck. Puck goes out of play. We get a whistle.
Connor Harrison was hungry in front, right in the paint as Shook made that save. He did a great job. Shook did a great job of kicking that to the corner.
Interesting facts here. There are 8 players who played in the final last time the Dunedin Thunder made the finals back in 2014. Mitchell Freer, Connor Harrison, Dylan Devlin all played for the Thunder back in 2014.
Man, they were just been young, eh? They were so young back then.
Just young teenagers. Back to 5-on-5 now.
Well done for the Thunder to kill that. That kind of boosts them a bit.
Yeah, killing that power play will give them some confidence.
And
Beckstead, little kick play to the middle.
Second left, sorry. Well, okay, Matt, get your breath back.
Yeah.
What an exciting first period. Those toing and froing. There's the ebb and flow, different control by different teams at different times. Great, you see these sparks of genius, and then they flub it, sort of thing. It just goes all wrong, and the other team has some moments. Nobody's settled.
Yeah, we saw a couple of goals that were potentially unlucky goals from the goaltender's point of view. Pass out in front off the skate of Toby Shook, which is the first goal of the game.
So, yeah, we'll be setting it up for the second period, which is even like, where do you go? What do the coaches say? We're going to go downstairs right now to Matt Chavez and with his interview.
That's a pretty ideal way to start in the first period. How'd you feel about it?
It felt pretty good. We'll get the pucks deep. We know they've got a lot of guys that are playing their first finals in a long time, so if we put puck to net and keep it simple and play defensively well, we knew we'd put a lot of pressure on them, and if we ended up on the power play, we knew we'd be successful.
Yeah, along with that success, you put them on the power play. Do you feel it was the physicality, or do you feel like it was the spacing and the setup? Because they did seem to be against the boards quite a bit.
Yeah, I think for us, we were trying to counter-attack quickly. They move the puck well, and they're an offensive team, and their Ds like to jump up in the play. So if we can make a quick play out of the zone, we know we've got enough speed and skill to be able to score.
Excellent. Anything you kind of looking for in the long shift on this? Just good maintaining of offensive chances, or kind of let them make the mistakes on
Yeah, for us, it's sustained pressure in the second period, and making sure that our shift time stays short, keep the energy going, use the depth of our team and our three lines to be able to keep going here.
Very good. Cam, thank you very much for joining us. Good luck.
So, Matt, a very sort of jittery first period.
Yeah.
As I was saying before Matt's interview, ebbs and flows of different teams taking control for moments, and then it kind of unravels, and then I'm not sure what it is. Is it different lines, perhaps? I'm not.
I don't know. I think it's maybe just a little bit of pressure of the finals, you know? Like, it is different. No matter what you say about, oh, it's just another game, you know, we go and do our thing, we do our systems. It's not. You know that every mistake you make or every opportunity you have could be the one that could be the game changer. So, yeah, I think they'll probably find that both coaches will be telling the players, let's just cool the nerves, just calm down, and let's just try and get back to basic stuff.
And I know that Thunder stay out of the box.
Oh, yeah.
Coach will be saying, keep it calm. Of those silly ones, keep them out. Well, we're going to take a break now and get back to you guys at the beginning of the second period. Stay tuned.
Welcome back, everybody. First intermission here in Queenstown. It is 3-1. Joel, what did we just see? That was some intense hockey.
That was very intense hockey. Saw a bit of everything. Some great goals, great assists, big hits out there as well. A couple of Stampede power plays as well, which they scored on both of them as well. Dunedin needs to stay out of the box.
Yeah.
You know, that intensity's fine, and you know the refs always put their whistle away a little bit in playoffs and the finals, but still got to stay disciplined as well. Otherwise, you know, as Stampede proved, they will make you pay.
Yeah, you have 2 goals where kind of a little puck luck involved in both of them. Both of them were just kick-ins, right?
Yep.
But the other 2 power play goals for the Stampede, which that result is the 3-1. That's the 2-goal difference that we're looking at right now. The unsportsmanlike with Joe Orr, and then the other situation. There was another 5-on-3 where they didn't score, which actually I didn't have a problem with, honestly, because we were looking at that replay, and I think that was probably karma involved in it. However,
the hockey gods have long memories.
They do indeed. So those first 2 goals, you saw a lot of situation where the players were getting in front of the net, high slot, unmolested, just chance after chance where the puck came off the board and got to the middle, and the Thunder were not set up.
That's what Stampede does so well, is they just stretch that umbrella out, they roll it down behind the net, feed the guys down low, who then put it back up to the point, little shot across, and you know, both times, first time you had Roth there, second time you had Amston there, and they are 2 guys you do not want shooting through no traffic.
Yeah, and the other problem you see, if you're the Thunder, you're looking at it from, is there traffic in the way? And we'll see that here on the replay. And in both cases...
Oh, that was a Rusty Jones.
Yeah.
Just as you said, a bit of puck luck involved there.
Yeah, off the back skate. Yep.
Just popped it behind the skate and just rolled through there.
Although you might say that's just a pretty good move there. Why not throw it in the middle?
Yeah, you see, that was a great angle there. Just, throw the puck towards the net. Good things always happen.
They do. So we look at this one here.
And that was just a snipe by Ross there. You know, as I said, you know, stretching the umbrella out, taking all the time in the world, finding that top corner. No chance for Shook there, unfortunately.
Shook's going to want that one back, to be fair.
Oh, 100%. 100%. But, you know, great example there of Shook really standing on his head to help keep Dunedin Thunder in this contest with, you know, 21 shots from Stampede, 14 from Thunder. Although there was a good stretch of time there for Thunder where they had Stampede pinned in their own zone for a very, very long time. And that was a great result right there of what happened when they had them pinned in there. Sustained pressure, finishing hits, good intensity. You know, the goals are going to come.
Yeah, and that, I think the biggest thing that the Thunder have to worry about is not so much the offense. They are an offensively minded team. They have the ability to score goals. The problem is if they put themselves in a situation where they aren't able to get onto the offense. More importantly, they're either a man down or they are too backed up behind their blue line. Now, what I thought was very interesting is the strategy shift that they had. Probably the last 10 minutes of what the Thunder were doing, they were switching to, like I said on the broadcast earlier, they dropped back their third forward a little bit just to be careful not allowing the odd man rush. And they also started playing what looked like maybe a bit of a blue line trap, just waiting, and then once the puck got to the blue line, they would make that move, that physical approach. They'd skate back, puck gets to the blue line, now hit them. And that's not unusual. That's not so much a trap, but it was a change in strategy, and it did seem to affect the way that the Stampede entered the zone.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, you did see that towards the end there. Stampede was struggling a little bit to break into the zone. Yeah. But I mean, you know, Dunedin have some studs on defense there. And Stampede are always going to struggle with that. You know, but as you said, maybe a little offensively minded might get caught a little bit here and there. But I think Dunedin are in a good position here. They're playing with a lot of intensity. They're not making silly mistakes. Could stay out of the box a little bit more, but we'll see what this second period brings in that regard. You know,
I think the going 2 for 4, I think it was officially on the power play already for the Stampede. That just follows their their mindset and the way that they're going to play the game.
Absolutely.
If the Stampede can stay on that type of pace, it's going to be very hard for the Thunder to actually be able to keep up with them when it comes back to 5-on-5.
Yeah, absolutely. And that third line from the Stampede is really delivering. They're, out there throwing their weight around, finishing all of their checks, really softening up that Dunedin first and second line, as they should, and making some plays there as well. So, yeah, I think both teams are really, very, very equal. As I said at the beginning, it's going to be a great contest. It is delivering.
It is definitely delivering. So let me ask a couple of other things here of you, Joel. Just where does Dunedin go for discipline? Is this a conversation that they have in the locker room that says, do we keep this under control? Or, as we were seeing earlier, there was that one particular situation where I didn't catch the number, but it was very clear that they felt like they were being hooked, and they yank it away.
Yep.
Is that kind of a... Would you say that that's because it's their first time in finals and they're kind of not thinking about it, or
a little bit nervous?
A bit nervous.
Yeah,
okay.
A bit nervous.
So what do you tell them in the locker room?
I think, as cliche as it is, keep doing what you're doing. Take the emotion a little bit out of it, but it's a very fine line because you've got a lot of guys on that team who need the emotion to play, and they're high-level players who are instrumental to that team, but they play with a lot of emotion too. So it's just finding that barrier, and I think the best piece of advice you could give them is don't be second. If something happens, don't get involved, because the ref is always going to call that second person who comes in and decides to push the issue further.
All right.
There's always going to be intensity. Let it be intense and finish it on the ice.
That's right. Well, with that, we're going to throw it back upstairs for second period action coming up here in just a bit.
Here we go.
No mai hoki mai. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us here at the Queenstown Ice Arena in beautiful Queenstown. What a town. I'm here with Dave Dominic. I'm Matt Whiffen. We're bringing you all the action from this weekend's Burgle Cup final. This is game one, and the Stampede have come out on top of the first period, 3-1. Dave, that was a sort of a penalty sort of a situation that led to this situation.
Yeah. out of the 3 penalties to the Thunder, 2 goals scored. They can't afford to be doing that in playoff hockey.
No, it's just, it was ill-disciplined too. There was 2 penalties that didn't need to be taken. A slashing after the whistle, a holding of the stick. Just real coach killers. If they can clean that up, if they didn't give those 2 penalties, it might have been a one goal game here, 1 each.
Yeah, that. With saying that, the Thunder have had some really good opportunities, sinking one, but also just their pursuit on the last power penalty kill they had. Begsted hustled, got the puck, sort of, what would you say, sort of caught the Stampede unawares because what's he doing down here? And they almost got a goal out of that. So anything could happen.
Yeah, down in Dunedin, we like to call it the power kill because they had a few shorthanded goals all season. I think the most of any team. So they really can put pressure on when it comes to being shorthanded. But you don't want to be playing shorthanded as much as they were at the start of this game. Back underway for period 2. Hope you enjoyed the intermission show brought to you by Matt Chavez and Joel LeBreton.
Thanks, Matt.
Stegman can't get the shot through. He's got another opportunity. Gets it to Bigstead. Puts the shot in from a sharp angle. It'll go around the boards and all the way back down to the far end.
Yeah.
Connor Jean throwing it to the middle. Picked up by Stegman, who finds Bigstead.
3-on-2.
Trying to get it to the centre. Bounces there for Borders, but he can't get it in deep. Stick left by Joe Waugh. Finds Stegman. Bobbles it. Trying to turn it back down low. Stampede will move it across, and Lachlan Frere will put this up the middle. Max Ross is going to get there and try and get a stick on that and put it on net. Toby Shook with that big stick of his in there to break it up. Bigstead got Joe Waugh going to the net. Dangles to the middle. Pulls up, trying to get a shot away, and he's knocked down. And he's staying down. Getting up a bit slow there, Cole Bigstead. Going to make his way to the bench. Loizal puts it off the boards to get the puck out. Loizal will pick it up behind the net. Still with it, Loizal finds Eden. Eden across to Orr. Orr brings it over, trying to reverse it to Walsh. He puts it back into the corner for Joe. Joe Orr doing the good work. Loizal with a hard shot. Big rebound out in front. Bounces kindly for the Stampede, and they'll move it up centre ice. Jackson Flight lost the puck to Tristan Darling. Spins away from trouble. Moves it across to Loizal. And Thunder will look to regroup here. Bit slow to move this puck up ice here. Thunder. Centering pass to Lachlan Boniface. Enters the zone. Puts it behind the net. Will Barry fresh on the ice. He'll chase after it. Loizal keeps it in. Takes a shot. Stampede can't get this out. Will Barry takes a shot and is blocked in front by the Stampede defence. And behind the net. Comes around the boards for Loizal. Shoots it on. Bouncing it behind the net. Oh, how'd that go in? Off the boards and off the back of Gerard.
I was going to say the struggle that the Stampede had getting out of their own zone was going to cost them. And a beautiful little dirty bounce, I call that.
Yeah.
Off a leg again. Joel Gerard, foot to foot.
So that's 3 goals we've seen.
Yes.
Funny bounces off the legs.
Yes, and the Stampede are going to need to clean up clearing it out of their own zone if they want to turn this game around. So we're looking at a whole new hockey game. Great work for the Thunder getting it turned over at a 3-2 game.
It's just really a determination to put pressure on puck carriers, isn't it, Matt?
Yeah, you really are starting to see the Thunder with a more coherent offensive approach. It's very clear that they've made some good adjustments for the second period. You'll see here on the replay that shot. And maybe the the kick behind it. But once again, that's a situation where, as Joel was saying, you put a puck on net, good things happen.
Yeah, that's right. Back to the point. Kicked out.
Lachlan Frere with a good block there. Jack Lewis moves it up ice, just out of the reach of Ian Ordis. Big Sid's back on the ice, so he is suffering no ill effects from what looked like a potential injury. Stegman looking for a centering pass to Eden. Can't quite collect it. And Roth is there to take the puck away from him.
That was spectacular defense by Roth to get in front of that and not get a penalty. That was sort of prime penalty potential.
Yeah, Chris Eden almost collected that incredible pass. Just couldn't quite corral it. This puck's on net, so there will be no icing here. And Joe Ward will put pressure on and get icing.
They're not allowing a change here is what the noise is, because the glove went down before the pressure was there.
Yeah.
So
yeah, good spotting, Matt.
The same line will be out there for the Stampede this time.
Much like an icing call. Well, we're only 4 minutes deep into the second period and already another goal. And that actually bringing it really close, 3-2.
Plenty of shots on this game so far. 21 to the Stampede, 18 for the Thunder. So expect those numbers to go up even more as this period continues.
Well, the Stampede don't have a shot on goal yet this period.
That shot took a funny bounce, but it's there for the Stampede to clear, and clear they do. Oh, there's another one that Joel Gerard is going to have to watch carefully when they come off the back boards there.
Yeah, you know, those might be haunting him a bit, those last two goals, the ones he's kicked in.
But that was a really smart play to glove that, because that allows for the line change this time because of the way that
they
was.
needed. Yes, they were hoping for earlier.
Might have been some communication from the defense here to get that done as well. Bigstead pushes it through. Lewis picks it up. Back off the side of the net. Bigstead to the point. Lewis out. Shot. Scores! Lewis out from the point.
Otis pops it in. We have a hockey game.
Did you see a deflection, Dave?
I believe it was Otis. Yeah, he's skating to the front there. Have a look.
Let's have a look at the replay. He did definitely jump for joy. We'll see it from this angle.
Yeah, just enough clutter in front.
That's got the visiting crowd pumping. Look at them out there dancing.
All right, we have a new hockey game after all that.
Puck has bounced out of play into the bench, into the Thunder bench, so we'll get a whistle. Yeah, basically back to square one, Matt Chavez.
Yeah, it is back to square one, but what you see here is the a steady play of offensive containment by the Thunder here. The Stampede are having a hard time connecting a couple of passes. And you guys were talking about settling down. I think the Thunder have officially settled down.
2 quick goals.
Bigstead for the Thunder. Carries it into the left-hand side, pulls up. We play it in behind the net. Jack Lewis stumbled.
Still in the play.
Ordis trying to put it towards the net, but it goes into the corner. And Amson off the back of Bigstead. Little dangle towards the net. Loose puck in front. No one there except Stampede jerseys. Flight towards the front and tipped out of play by Tristan Darling.
Great defensive move there by Darling, because you had Connor Harrison steaming in on that back door, ready for that pass or deflection. Big face off to the right of Toby Shook.
Axel Rusky Jones taking the draw for the Stampede. Wins it back clean for Max Roth. Takes a shot.
Bobbled.
Out of the glove of Shook. He plays it to the corner with that big paddle of his. Stegman will get there. No, he won't get there first. Stampede with the puck. Stays in the zone. McCart with a shot. He's put that well wide. Stegman fighting off actual Rusky Jones, who plays it around the boards. Lachlan Frere can't hold on to it. Max McCart, CNI shot, gets through to Shook. And then Rusky Jones couldn't follow up. Another hard shot from Max Roth, who's had plenty of those tonight. This time Thunder get it out. That's a hard shot for Max Roth, and he's getting it through traffic, Dave.
Yeah, the shoe's on the other foot at the moment. Do you notice this change? Exactly what the Thunder had against the Stampede has changed. The tide changed again, Matt.
The tide has changed, but in this case, you've got more. I see more of a problem with the Thunder not getting out of the defensive zone cleanly here. They've had a couple of attempts. Not getting it over that blue line has been why there's been sustained pressure by the Stampede, and they'll need to clean that up.
Graham Walsh gets it to Joe Wall. He pulls up towards the middle. Graham Walsh tips it towards the net. Goes in behind. He moves it to the point for Max Hurry. Shot off the leg of the defense. Loizal will chip it up. Goes in behind the net. Hampson reverses it. Lachlan Frere protects the puck, but it's there for Loizal. Puts another shot on. Around the boards. Oh, that's a big hit from Max Hurry on Dylan Devlin, who says hi to his old teammates. Nice pass up to Eden. Eden can't dangle around Hampson. He's too good for that, Hampson. The NZIHL. And there's a follow-up shot from Devlin on Hurry. Those two know each other from years past. No love lost here, though. The intensity of the checking is certainly intensified here in the last couple minutes.
And that'll be an icing call in case you were looking at it. That is, that's why they were.
And that's why they didn't want the Stampede to allow the Stampede to change.
Yep.
So a couple big hits there.
Oh, yeah.
Right at the bench.
Well,
nothing better.
Dylan almost ended up in the bench.
Yeah. Might as well give him a green jersey.
Well, he would look very familiar in that green jersey if he was to put it back on again. Bigstead trying to get a pass to the middle. Falling over is Jack Lewis, but he gets a pass across to the point. Another block in front. Stampede with a big clear. It's on goal. There will be no icing, and they'll get a change. A couple of players for the Stampede get off. Darling looking for a big pass up to Bigstead. Over the blue line. Plays it ahead. And chase after it. Goes to the middle of the ice, and Gerard is forced to play at it. Sent ahead by the Thunder. That'll be icing, I believe. Jack Lewis is just short of halfway. You can't believe it.
Just icing. Otis is arguing with something.
Yeah, it was very close. I didn't lean over and see it. I don't want to risk getting the puck up in the forehead. But it is icing, and the Stampede will have offensive zone draw. Jackson Flight, who's had a couple of good clean wins.
Yeah, he's got Mitchell Frere on the backfield.
If this is
with Roth.
If this comes back to Frere, it'll go across to Max Roth. I'm sure of it.
Oh, soothsayer. Let's see if Matt's prediction is right. Oh, Flighty's. Something's happened here.
Oh, it looks like they've caught Regan Wilson for trying to get a change, and they're going to put Luke Stegman back out there. Who's, with all the delay, he's had a bit of a rest, so he's probably not too worried about it.
That's right. It's like a line change. He was off for about as long as he would have been anyway.
Joe War. It comes back to Roth. Fires. And I think that came off a Stampede player in front. Shot never got through. Lloyd's going to draw a penalty against Harrison. He got knocked down right on the blue line.
Well, here's a chance. Here it is, a chance for the Thunder to test their power play against the Stampede penalty kill.
Matt, what do you see here?
What I'm seeing here is Loizel's hard work paid off to get him that 2 minutes, getting in front of Harrison, and he didn't have much of a choice. He had to make a play, and he played a little bit too much, and that's going to send him to the box. And the Thunder finally get a chance to go on the special teams.
Face-off comes back to Loizal. Big Sid lays it down to Ortis. Big Set moves his way to the middle. Took a shot, but he picked up the puck in behind the net. Rain Walsh, the man in the middle. Loisel trying to force this one through. There's an opportunity for Lachlan Frere. He's got half a breakaway, but what a defensive play from Rain Walsh. Diving and slashing at the puck to get that free. That's the kind of desperation the Thunder need. Lachlan Frere looking for Connor Jean, coming into the zone, but he couldn't handle the pass. Here comes Ian Ortis. Spinorama doesn't take the shot. Knocked off his stick, and Max Roth trying to win that puck free. Can't get it. Bigstead across to Stigman. Couldn't pull the trigger, just didn't have that puck in the zone. Here he goes, trying to get that through Max Roth, who's put his body on the line. Loisel, hard shot goes wide. Loose puck in front, trying to lift it over the top of Gerard was Ian Ortis, and he takes a shot for his effort.
Connor Jean's going to get away with one here. That was a very late cross check into the defenseless player, the shooter there. You'll see number 11. That is.
Yeah, that was a good push late after the whistle.
It looked like it might have been high, but no, not too high. No, just into the shoulder, upper arm area.
All right, face off to the left of Joel Gerard with 53 seconds left in the penalty.
Thunder crowd trying to will this team on to a lead here, their first lead of the final. Goes out, across to Stigman. Back to the point for Loisel. Bigstead steps to the middle. One-time shot goes wide. That's a blistering shot. Stigman steps in. Shot goes up high, hits the glass and behind. Back to the point for Loisel.
They're circling.
Shoots and scores!
They were
Loisel
circling.
put it up high. Like sharks, Dave.
Yeah.
Circling, as you say.
Yeah. Some spectacular passing in that zone. Great cycling. After a couple of high shots.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. When you talk about circling or cycling here, you're seeing the puck go over and back across the midline of the offensive zone. There are just so many times that you can do that until the defense has to break down, and that's exactly what happened there. The Dunedin Thunder take their first lead of the series.
Halfway through the second period.
I was just going to say, in that, the Thunder continued to close in on the goal. Those passes got shorter and shorter, and the shots came more and more frequent. So, oh my goodness.
I haven't been up here for a while to commentate a game. It's been a few years. But one thing I'm noticing about this particular rink and how small it is, there's not much time for defensive teams to recover pucks. When it bounces off the boards, it's so small that it can go to an offensive player a lot quicker. The point men up high are so much closer to these pucks that come off the boards, and recovering those loose pucks is a lot easier. They're offside.
Yeah,
offside's the call, yeah.
That's what I was saying between the periods. You started to see, when I was talking to Cam Freer, it was allowing the Thunder to play into the boards and staying in the correct lanes. That's exactly what's happened. Is the adjustment is they're expecting it to be a smaller rink, and they're not getting caught. The Thunder are not being caught on the boards nearly as much, and that has really thrown the Stampede offense for a loop for the moment. We'll see how they adjust.
All right, Flight facing off for the Stampede.
Connor Harrison trying to shuffle this one back into Thunder zone. Sent back out by Loisel. No ice in here. Troop will pick it up. Backhand ones up the middle for Loisel, who just scored the go-ahead goal.
Some great shooters on that Thunder team.
Yeah, those two import defensemen have some of the hardest shots I've seen in this league. Tristan Darling takes his time here. Trying to get one up ice. Come off the shoulder of Roby. Rain Walsh moves it up. Joe Ward will pick it up. Slap shot off the foot of Amston into the net, and we'll get a whistle.
Great opportunity to thank all of our people involved up here. quarterbacking this whole thing, Michael Donegan. We've got T on the camera and Lila pushing buttons as well. So, and along with Matt Whiffen, Matt Chavez, Joel.
The whole party up here.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Wait till they get our, when they get our drinks. They'll get our drinks order soon.
Wow, that was a shot from long range that Gerard did not see. So much traffic in front. And again, that's probably something to do with the small rink, you know, just a lot easier to get to the front of the net. So traffic in front, something the goaltenders have to contend with here.
Yeah, this dance floor is crowded.
And you guys, I know you each, you know, you kind of work with the Thunder, you work with the Stampede. I'm the neutral guy here, but I'm really enjoying the, everybody here has a team, but this building is pretty split, maybe a third, maybe a little more here for the Thunder. So it really has contributed to a great atmosphere here today.
Oh, this year has been spectacular across the board in all the centres. Just great crowds.
Yeah,
just so much positivity in this hockey community right now.
Jimmy Pies in Roxborough probably got a hammering this afternoon as the Thunder crowd started to move through, get themselves a bit of a feed.
I stopped at Sanger's Pies in Cromwell. That's my go-to pie whenever I'm coming through Central. There's a shot that Toby Shook keeps out. A little unorthodox. Amston, veteran defender, moves to the cross, up the boards. In order, backhands this one in. Thunder completed change. Certainly the Dunedin crowd making themselves known a little bit more than the Stampede crowd. NZIHL pulls up quickly. Rain Walsh into the corner. Reverses it for Eden. Eden towards the front. Floats past everyone in the blue paint. NZIHL putting a shot off. It's still there, but Thunder couldn't quite corral it. Connor Jean now up the right-hand side. He's got a player going to the middle. It's Amston. He'll try and pick it up behind the net. He rides Joe Orr into the boards. He'll go for a change, Amston. Rain Walsh showing good speed. Got no one coming up the middle, though.
Great hustle there by Walsh to stop that from being an icing and to beat two Stampede players.
And we've got
another penalty to Jean. Well,
where was that?
The tide has turned. Could be a tripping. Let's have a look.
I didn't see that. Did you see that, Matt?
No, it was behind the play.
Behind the play. So, first period, it was all the SkyCity Stampede getting the power plays. And now it's the turn of the Dunedin Thunder. Yeah, it was definitely before then. Because Connor Dean was not there on that play. So,
well, here we go.
Top power play unit out there for the Dunedin Thunder. Rain Walsh trying to win this one back.
Stamp another one, which will be quite detrimental to the Stampede's efforts.
Down low for Orders. Back to Bigstead. Nice move, gets around one. Player without a stick, but Faction Flight does recover, gets into the play. On the half boards to the middle, trying to get a little deflection from Orders. Back pass between the legs from NZIHL. He gets it back on the point. Stegman, oh, he couldn't handle the pass. There was a lane there. Gets around one. Looks across for Bigstead. Bigstead, backhand pass to Orders. He pulls up, looking to set it up here. Minute 10 left on the power play. Orders to the point. Goes out, shooting, and a stick save by the sounds of it from Joel Gerard.
Early in that defensive movement by the Stampede, I want to comment on Jackson Flight. He had his sticks tangled in the skates of, I believe it was Begstead, and smartly he let go of it. If he would have hung on to it for another split second, it would have been he would have tripped him up, and that would have been then 5-on-3, and all sorts of things would have happened there.
Oh, there would have been lots of time on 5-on-3, but yeah, good, smart veteran play. Jackson Flight been around a while. Played for the Thunder last year. Stampede trying to clear it, but it doesn't get over their blue line. Big set, in down low. Spinning away from the defender, Amson.
He's got LaSalle waiting. Watch LaSalle here. There we go.
Stegman, big deflection in front. Thunder trying to keep this one in. And they do. They move it across. The big set. He walks in. He dangles. Oh, he toe dragged and couldn't get the shot away. As Amson had a great stick in there. Loisel at the point. Shooting. Loose puck. Who can pick it up? Cleared out. Loisel will get it off to the side for Stegman. Back up top. Another good block in front by the Stampede.
10 seconds left in this penalty to the Stampede. And
the penalty killing unit gets a change. They needed that.
As does the power play unit. And icing's the call.
Yeah.
Ooh, the lead pass went too far.
What an effort on the penalty kill from the Stampede. How many shots did they block, Matt?
I think it was 3, but that is, you're not really sure, right? But the Thunder are definitely starting to get the feel for the size of their offensive zone, which they've adjusted to very well. A lot of very good shots, but the one thing they were missing there was traffic in front.
So back to 5-on-5. Stampede take a shot. Pass in the middle from Devlin, gets picked off by the Thunder, but it's still here for the team in yellow. Trying that short shot from the tight angles, Lachlan Frere. I think he's done that twice. Max Roth moves it across to Frere. And I think we're going to have a penalty here.
That's going to be interference. Devlin took another one from Loisel. And there might be a little bit more to that. We'll see.
Oh.
We'll see the replay on this. I'm trying to find out who's going off the ice right now because
LaSalle was, it looked like LaSalle was heave-hoing Dylan Devlin into goaltender Toby Shook.
Yeah.
So let me bring this up. Devlin is off the ice as well, so this is going to be was there a call against the Thunder?
Yeah, Lloyd Sal's on the bench.
Okay, so hang on 1 second here.
I don't know what that action is. That throat movement.
Okay. Yeah. It is going to be a 5-on-5 as both players go into the box, and I'll have to take a look at what that was for, but I think I know what it was for Devlin.
Yeah, he might have got away with it earlier in the game, didn't he? But oh, here's an opportunity for Chris Eden. Oh, nice stick there, blocking that shot. He went to the forehand, Eden, and that gave the opportunity for the defensive player to get their stick in there.
McCog centering that puck in the Stampede zone. Dangerous move.
Darling trying to find Rain Walsh up the middle. Misdirected pass. It's there for Lachlan Frere. Gets it to the front. There's a shot on, and it bobbles into Toby Shook. He did well to get his pads down. Hard clear. Doesn't get out of the zone. And that's been causing trouble all game for both teams. 4.5 left in the second period. Thunder up by 1 here. Lachlan Frere on the forward check against Tristan Darling. He moves it up to Joel War. Eden just happy to get this one up ice. Max Roth. Stolen play, William Barry. But a nice follow-up from Mitchell Frere. Harrison walks it in behind the net. Looks to the point for Max Roth. Takes a shot, and a blocker save from Toby Shook. Lachlan Boniface can't get the puck out of the zone. William Barry with a shot on Max Frere. Puts it into the corner. Centering pass. Loose puck in front. Cleared out by the Thunder. And out of the zone. William Barry wants a change. Stampede looking for a big pass up ice. Stegman moves it up. Bigstead drives towards the net. He'll play in behind. Trying to center it in towards Ian Ortis. Ian Ortis can't pick that puck up. It was just in behind him. Bigstead backhands this one into the zone. Ian Ortis will get there. Plays it around the boards. He'll come up for Stegman. He plays it to the back for Bigstead. Across to Wilson. Puts a low shot on. That goes past the far pad. of Gerard. To the middle for Wilson. Towards Ian Ortis. Oh, he couldn't get the backhand on it. He had an open net. Just couldn't quite get that backhand to go. Shot from Lewis into the pads of Gerard, and he makes the save on the cover.
No puck luck there for Ian on that one. The opportunity, open net. Joel Gerard pulled to one side. He could not get a handle on that.
So a little information, guys. Loiselle and Devlin back out on the ice. Loiselle is currently on a hat trick. I don't know if we've seen that or not, but no one has ever scored 4 goals in a grand final game before.
All right, face off to the left of Joel Gerard.
Rain Walsh was about Chris Eden with a quick shot over the head of Gerard. Knocking it down out of mid-air. It's still there for the Thunder, but Stampede will pick up the loose puck, and here comes Max Roth, moves it up to Devlin, trying to put it through the legs of Hurring. Big collision behind the net. Loiselle throws it across. Max Roth intercepts, carries it in. Feet all tangled up with the puck there. There for the Stampede, trying to work it to the front. Chris Eden has the puck. Floats one up for Joel Waugh. He'll chase after this. Mitchell Frere will get there first. Up the boards. Max Roth will shuffle this one in.
Great hustle there by Connor Jean, but he couldn't keep a handle on it. And the Thunder turn it around.
Bigstead puts it through the legs and behind, trying to wrap it around. It's loose in front. It's still there for the Thunder. Comes out to the point. Back to Stegman. Stegman finds Bigstead. Bigstead circles to the top. Down low for Ortis. Ortis towards the net. Kicked out by Gerard. Puck bounces off the boards, and Stegman keeps it in. Throws it down low. Lewis, no one in front. Lewis to Stegman. Stegman shoots. Out in front, there's an opportunity for the Stampede. They've got some numbers. Logan Campbell's got Max Roth with him. Nice
Great
play.
stick. Oh, sorry.
In Ortis. Got the stick in there. Otherwise, Max Roth may have been away. Gerard will catch this one in the glove, and he will get a whistle.
Some great stick work there. Was it Otis in front of the net there? Great passing opportunity for the Stampede, but just a stick in the way.
59 seconds left in the second period.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
All right, yeah. How time flies when you're having some fun.
I'm having a lot of fun. I'm also quite nervous, Dave.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an opportunity in front for Chris Eden. Chris Eden gets saved by Joel Gerard, who had made a stand-up save there. Cleared up the boards. That was so close to being off
So
the puck.
well done by Gerard to stand up as Chris was left with the puck in front. Deep slot.
Eden leaves it for Joe Waugh, trying to force a shot through. Again, it was blocked in front by some Stampede legs. Have we got a penalty here?
No, that's the end of the game. Oh, no.
No, it's going to be a slashing.
Oh, what? Did you catch it?
I'm not sure who that's against.
I think it's McCabe.
It's McCabe for slashing. So with our clock on our scoreboard here didn't start running, so I'm not sure how many seconds are left in this period. Where is the scoreboard here, Dave? Oh, we've got 26
seconds
yeah, there
left.
it is, down
yeah,
the end.
we'll correct our score clock in a moment. The one you're viewing.
Just under 30 seconds for the Thunder to go to work here on the power play. Big set. Nice face-off win. To the middle for Rain Walsh. Couldn't pull the trigger. Pass across to Loiselle. Gets a shot through. Walsh will pick this one up. He'll circle out to the side. Throws one towards Gerard. Time running out on the period. Wanting to get some shots away here. Big set. Dunces throws one towards the crease, but the Stampede again blocking the shot in front, keeping it out to the side. And what a different period that was, Dave. What a different period that was.
So we would say the Stampede had first period.
Yes.
Thunder had second period. It's all, all in the air for the third.
Yeah, this is exactly what the crowd would have wanted. And you folks at home would have wanted a good battle with tight arm wrestle between these two teams. And yeah, we've got it. This third period is going to be absolutely amazing.
Yeah, heated up. I mean, I'm a fan of hockey, and I'm loving the fact that this is end-to-end hockey. You'll notice that there's still this no dominance, or moments of dominance, and then a whole bunch of the next team has a moment of dominance. There's no control for sustained control. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, both teams have struggled to really gain lots of zone time, but the important thing is that penalties. Both teams have capitalized on the penalties. So we're going to get Matt Chavez interviewing Ian Orders, I believe, in a moment. So
in a moment. So we're looking at 4-3, but we walked into this period. It was
3-1.
So a lot of unanswered goals there by the Thunder.
All right, let's throw to Matt Chavez down there with Thunder alternate captain Ian Orders.
We're here with Ian Orders. Dunedin Thunder, exactly what you needed this period. Tell us, kind of just how did the flow change right out of the gate for the second period?
Yeah, I think we knew we came out a bit slow. I mean, this is a hard physical team, and the only way to sort of play with that is to match their physicality and play with the same tempo that they play at. And I think we came out that period and really pushed back at them, drew a few penalties, got some power plays, and yeah, just got a few goals.
And those goals were very well timed, but they also came on the power play. So does it feel like you're getting the feel of the smaller arena now?
Yeah, it's definitely an adjustment. Obviously, the last few games have been away I've been back at home in Dunedin where the ice is a bit bigger, so I think it's a bit of a feeling out period, just getting used to the smaller ice again, which we've played a few times, obviously here, West Auckland and Christchurch all have it, but yeah, getting used to it again, and it takes minutes, so we got it.
It does take a little bit. So last question for you. You guys have kind of figured something out here. Is it just a continuation in the third period, or are you looking to kind of just, kind of change things up a little bit because it's no longer the long switch?
Yeah, I think we don't want to rest on our laurels too much. Obviously, this is a team that's capable of scoring in bunches, so it's really about still pushing the issue and trying to keep scoring, play the way that we've been playing, especially that last period, and try and finish this last 20 out.
Ian Orders from the Dunedin Thunder.
Sweet.
Thanks, Ian.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I can't think of anything worse as he's puffed, and then he's supposed to front up with Matt, who's asking him questions. He's got to think and breathe and then cool down, all those things. Well done, Eden.
Yeah, very articulate. Ian Orders said the alternate captain for the Dunedin Thunder. So yeah, that was just what we wanted. An exciting period. We're going to take a wee break. We'll go to the intermission show with Matt Chavez and Joel LeBreton. See you soon for period 3.
That was the second period, indeed. Joel, there is a lot to talk about here.
It really is, yeah.
Where do we even start? I mean, it is a Dunedin Thunder lead. It's not something I thought we were going to see turn quite so quickly here.
Definitely not. 3 unanswered goals in that period. Cole Beckstead, that's... If I had to put a bullet point on that, Cole Beckstead.
Yep.
Just creating plays, skating hard, just being unstoppable out there. Just tenacious, getting in, like, not giving up, just, yeah, really working those corners. Like, yeah.
Okay, so you watch the Stampede quite a bit.
Yes.
Let's talk kind of just generally. You don't see the Stampede get shut down for an entire period like that.
No.
And it's a bit unusual. Overall, how do you think that the Thunder adjusted in such a way that they were that effective? Or was the Stampede kind of catching up, or what did you see that really kind of shifted that period?
First goal, that changed the momentum a lot. Stampede just got caught a little bit on the back foot there, and then Beckstead, like all the usual Dunedin, highlight players there, just smelled blood in the water and really turned on the Jets, dominating the neutral zone. Stampede were trying to clear the puck out. It was just getting cycled through the neutral, back into their zone. And then Dunedin was doing a great job of just cycling it, looking for lanes, opportunities, lots of power play opportunities from Dunedin that period as well. And they just did everything right, really.
They really did have a stellar period. Now, all that did really was give them a 1-goal lead. That's certainly not enough to sit here and, I mean, neither of us are expecting a defensive 20 minutes coming up in the third period. I don't think. I wouldn't. No. But it is good for the Thunder to be one step ahead if they want to get that first game. Yep. The Stampede, Ian Otis just said the same thing. The Stampede are capable of scoring in bunches.
Oh, absolutely.
And to be fair, so are the Thunder, but that is what everybody's watching for. So how does the Stampede kind of turn this back to that first period feeling where they had a dominant feel on the ice?
Yeah. Well, I think Cam's just going to be in the room right now, just basically saying to the guys, listen, settle it down.
Yep.
Play your game. We've been here before. We know what to do. Do your job. Play with some intensity. Let's see some first period intensity again. Second period was a bit flat. Dunedin, jumped on that and made them pay. This period, bring back the intensity.
Now, I do want to bring up something else. It was pointed out to me that Loiselle has a hat trick. It is the first ever natural hat trick in a grand finals game. Shout out to Michael Domigan for pulling that stat up.
Nice.
But he's already on 3.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Josh Gretschmeyer. He's the one that sent it in. There you go. All right, Josh, thank you for watching. As always, good to see you.
But, the beauty about the NZIHL, it's not like beer league. You can score as many as you want. So he is, LaSalle isn't going to rest on his laurels now. He's going to keep on trying to put them in, and Beckstead's going to keep feeding him.
It was a very interesting play down at that goal over there that had both Loiselle and Devlin going off for 2 minutes. It took him off the ice, but you can see his presence. As soon as Loiselle came back, he's on that blue line, and it is the Stampede having to play higher up on the blue line just for that. So let's take a look at what we've got here. And this is one of the replays earlier of a long shot in, and this is the one that goes in, and we were all looking at like, how did that go in? Once again, we'll take a look at this. That's the first time you've seen that. That was behind.
So it's bounced off the wall, because I had a great view of that one. It bounced off the wall at a weird angle and just hit Joel in the back of the pad.
So here's the other goal from that long shot from the blue line. And again, that's just a dangerous chance.
Yeah.
But this was the deflection here by Otis.
Yes. And, that's always a great move, Shoot it in from the blue line, get some sticks on the ice, try and get those nice little tips, change direction, pull the goalie out.
And if you take a look here, this is the Stampede throwing it at it. It almost came down and was in a dangerous position, but that was one of the more dangerous chances.
Yep.
Here's a big hit coming up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was Devlin going into the Thunder bench there, yeah.
Yeah, I think, if anything, this game has kind of followed Devlin's up and down journey throughout the 40 minutes so far.
Definitely. I mean, he played for the Thunder for a very, very long time. And, you know, so there's a lot of guys on that team who, you know, will know him very well.
And here's the go-ahead goal. You see Lozelle way out top.
Just a pure snipe there.
And this is another situation where you've got all three of the goals kind of coming from outside for the Thunder during this period.
Yep.
You would expect, actually...
One thing you notice on that, though, there's no one putting pressure on him. Everyone's just a step off, just letting it come to him, you know?
Yeah, and that's where you see Loisel a little bit deeper on these, where you get... He attracts attention, obviously, and when he does, it's his teammates being in the right place in the right time and pulling them away into different lanes to allow for some more spacing and to get those shots off. It's also allowed for some of those Beckstead shots that haven't gone in, but have caused a lot of problems and rebounds and so forth.
Exactly. And, you know, Beckstead's always going to be there to pick up those second opportunities as well. You know, Joel Gerard playing outstandingly, you know. He's really kept the Stampede in it. No, even though giving up 3 goals in that period might not seem like it, but he did make a hell of a lot of saves as well. So
he did make a lot of saves. The shots have changed quite a bit. It is now 32-29 in favor of the Thunder. Now, that was a 7-shot deficit going into the second period.
Yeah.
So that's a plus 10 for the Thunder, and those are shots on goal. There were a lot more that weren't. So the offense has definitely changed in that respect. So again, what do you see in the third period? And more importantly, Joel, what are you expecting to see when it comes to, like, what's the one thing somebody can watch to see how things are going to turn out?
I mean, Stampede going into this third period here on the penalty kill is going to be the determining factor. You know, what kind of momentum they come out of the gate with. You know, going 2 goals down might change the momentum a little bit, but I think, you know, they've been here enough times. Then I think after, you know, Cam would have given them a bit of a talking to in the room. Listen, guys, we need to step up the intensity.
And that power play, like you said, that is going to be kind of a good way to see how things start for that third period.
Whether they're going to come out flat-footed or, you know, really step into it. Similar thing for Dunedin, you know, they're starting on a power play here.
Yeah.
This is, you know, there's no better opportunity for them here.
So Sam Loisel has been just an absolute on a tear for most of the season here, but you can see the plus-minus wasn't so good for the player against the Stampede.
Yep.
I dare say he's kind of fixed that problem tonight.
I would say so. Yeah, his plus-minus will be looking very good so far.
It would indeed.
But we do still have another period of hockey to play as well.
Yeah, and Max Roth, also the import for the Stampede, doing a lot of work. He has a goal tonight as well, and it's going to be between some of these imports and how they put things together with where this entire series goes, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
And here are the numbers for Gerard. He is actually facing deficit here, but he was 8-0 on the season.
Yep, absolutely. And 2-0 versus Dunedin, you know, when he was holding down the net, they took 2 W's.
Yeah, one of them was in Dunedin, one of them was here in the building.
Yep.
And Shuck as well.
2-0. So yeah, battle of the goalies.
Yeah, so a little bit of a trivia history. Toby Shuck also was a goaltender in the very first season in 2005. So he has seen the nets and been around, so I don't think much is going to shake him. Anyway, we're going to get back to the third period here. Thanks for joining us here at Second Intermission. We'll see you in just a little bit.
Tomai Hokamai. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for joining us here at the Queenstown Ice Arena for the 2026 Burgle Cup Finals. It's a Stampede up against the Dunedin Thunder. And what a second period that was. The Dunedin Thunder coming out strong, benefiting from a couple of power plays, getting to a 4-3 lead, Dave.
Yep, unanswered goals. LaSalle, outstanding period.
3 goals, a hat-trick in the second for him.
And then actually starting this period on a power play as well. Thunder are definitely putting the right foot forward. Stampede led that first period. Thunder led and dominated in that second period. So it's what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's anyone's guess because both these teams are capable of dominating large periods of the play.
Absolutely.
It could come down to penalties. The first period was all penalties against the Thunder, and it went against them with goals, and then it was the Stampede taking penalties in the second period. Matt, what did you discuss in that intermission show you had down there with Joel Breton?
Well, most of it was, you know, the shift, the overall shift in momentum and the adjustments that the Thunder have made thus far have been fantastic. However, it is to be pointed out that all 3 goals came from distance for the Thunder. And, well, there's a couple of other things, like, for example, the Dunedin already have 35 shots through 2 periods, and that equals the most that they've ever recorded in an entire grand final game. So one more shot sets a new record. So they are taking shots everywhere.
Period 3 underway, 20 minutes to decide this first game in the 3-game series for the Burgle Cup. Thunder on the power play to begin this period. Loisel brings it around the boards for Bigstead, throws it towards the net. It goes in behind, and Loisel will get it in, put it down low. Bigstead controls the puck. Down low for Orders, who missed the puck. To the top for Loisel. Scored his hat-trick goal in that second period. Like Matt said, no player has ever scored 4 goals in a grand final game in the NZIHL. Opportunity here with power play ticking away. Stegman carries it over the blue line. Goes across ice for Orders, who couldn't control it. He moves it back up to Bigstead. Loisel, Bigstead. So Ian Orders took a shot and a nice save from Gerard off the elbow. Chasing after this one is Jackson Flight. Stegman gets there. Flight, heavy hit him to the boards as he fell over. Orderson leaves it for Bigstead. Stepping to the middle. Gets around one. Leaves it for Eden. Down low for Loisel. Shot from long range. Deflected. Bounces to the corner for Darling. Darling to the point. Bigstead. Darling walks it in. Bigstead off his foot. Back on the ice is Max McCard. Power play over for the Dunedin Thunder. We're able to take a lot of shots in that power play, Dave.
Absolutely. The last 2 power plays have not resulted in a goal for the Thunder. I guess that's an up for the Stampede, who are struggling to get some momentum.
It's the start to the period that the Stampede wanted to get through that penalty kill situation. Jack Lewis chasing this puck, putting pressure on Max Roth. Plays it up the board to Logan Campbell. Joel Waugh takes a shot from Muskie Jones. Stampede fire it down on Stegman, will pick it up. Lewis there. Lewis looks across ice, picked up by Bigstead. Bigstead working his way. Leaves it for Chris Eden, who took a shot that was wide. Bounces out of the zone, and Thunder will have to retreat here.
So I just want to give a shout out. This is our current largest live stream audience ever. So thank you to everybody watching, making this one a record night.
Pass back to Fred, takes a shot. In and out of the pads of Toby Shook. Got to get it back into position. And trying to reverse it in front of goal with the Stampede, but it bounces in behind. Stegman trying to protect the puck, swooping in, getting the pass up to the top for Lockie Fred. Throws a backhand in. Stegman gets this one not quite out of the zone, and well kept in by Connor Jean. Here comes Bigstead. He's got one to beat. It's Roth, though. That's a tough one to get around. And with help from Devlin, Stampede break it up. Although here comes Bigstead with a puck. Dunts his way to the middle. Finds Loisel. Loisel can't get a shot away. Darling throws this one back in.
You notice the Stampede are working a lot harder inside their zone to get possession of that puck, or at least to get in the way of the Thunder so they don't set up.
Taken off the puck by Joel Waugh. Fighting to get this puck down low. Connor Harrison protecting, turning, trying to get to the front. Busts it through the legs to Toby Shook. And what an effort from Connor Harrison. That's just an effort goal from Connor Harrison, that one.
That is pure tenacity by the captain and veteran, Connor Harrison. Once again, we have ourselves a hockey game.
Toby Shook took a swipe at it, but he just couldn't get that puck there.
Off his pad and in. Wow, good heavens. So Matt, that record crowd that you're watching are being gifted with a fantastic display of hockey tonight.
They are indeed, Dave. And Connor Harrison recognized the matchup there on Tristan Darling. Knew he had him beat with that quick turn. Back to Even Stevens here.
Even Stevens.
Loisel works it across the Walsh. Walsh up the middle. And it's going to be a penalty?
Offside.
Yeah, offside.
Oh, no, there's a penalty coming up.
Loisel's taking a stick up high, is he?
No, he took an elbow.
Oh, we've got something here. Jackson Flight again, is it?
It will be Flight.
Definitely holding his mouth there. He's taken a hard hit. He worked his way up ice really well here. Oh, we don't quite catch it there. Ooh, just out of range there, that one.
Yeah, just out of our view. So Jackson Flight will be sitting out that one.
So, Alani, we're still waiting on the referee call here. I believe that there may have been two calls at this point.
Loisel's in the bench.
Yeah, I think there's a retaliation that happened here, and the referee indicated 5-on-5 to start this. So
Lascelles in the box over here too. So yes.
Yeah, captain's looking for some clarification.
Well, at this moment, I'd like to thank all the fans. And a big, as we delve into the weeds here of this game, it couldn't happen without the volunteers that are organized through this entire season from all the teams. Big thanks to all those volunteers. Some of you watching from home now, having done your dash, your tour of duty. But big thanks. You're what make hockey work here in New Zealand.
Yeah, well said, Dave. Absolutely true of all the volunteers. So 5-on-5 hockey. Wins it into minors for Loisel and Flight. Jean palms this one down. Lockie Frere moves it to the middle. Need a backhand shot away. Doesn't get through. The puck goes out of play on a deflection.
Good hustle from Lockie Frere there. That goal earlier was a turnaround. If you could reel back about 15 seconds prior to the goal, I think it was Connor Jean that was battling along the boards to keep that puck in the Thunder zone.
Back to Jean, who takes a quick shot. Blocked by Max Hurry. Great play off the face-off there. Devlin trying to work it to the corner. Up to the top for Amson, whose hard shot is knocked away by Shook. Lockie Frere can't get the puck to the front. Moved up ice by the Thunder. Picked off by Connor Jean. Plays it to the side for Devlin. This line been so productive for the SkyCity Stampede this year. Pass back to the point, but there's no one there. Stampede will have to go back and get it, allowing the Dunedin Thunder to get a fresh set of legs down on the ice. Max Roth working his way up the middle. Trying to get around Regan Wilson. Gets it to Logan Campbell, who took a shot and he put it wide. Gets knocked down. Play out to neutral zone. Roski Jones can't bring it in as there's a player offside, so he does a good job of taking it back. Axel Roski Jones up the left-hand side. Works it in. Stampede have it. Pass up the middle from Eden is picked off by the Stampede. Shot on the pads.
Momentum the Stampede have at the moment is sort of tilting their way.
Will Barry tried to bring it in on the backhand, knocked off his stick. Husky Jones throws it in. Max Harren will get there. Takes a shot from Max McCard. Boniface up the boards. Takes a shot. No ice in here. Stampede will have to play it. Plenty of attention from Luke Teone. On the forecheck again, Luke Teone puts a shot on. Wins the puck. Can't get the pass to his man in the middle. Comes the Stampede. They're working in behind. They'll turn it over. Rolf knows how to shoot from the point. Takes it down the boards, turns back up ice. To the middle, looking for a lane. Working on Lockie Boniface. Trying to get it to the front. It's on the side of the net. Doesn't know where it is. Gets down on his knees and will get a whistle.
Yeah, looks a little bit heated down there.
Yeah, Shuck didn't immediately see this. It was up against the pipe on the bottom of the goal there on the side, and he didn't play it immediately, but when he saw it, he goes for it here and pins it, which is a great move because that has been bouncing the wrong way for them all night long.
I would say it's been bouncing the wrong way for both teams, Matt.
Well, the goaltenders I meant, but
yeah,
you're right.
Goaltender,
you're right.
sorry. Just
good clarification.
Unlucky bounce.
Trying to get it out. Nice pass across the outside by Jack Lewis. Finds Bigstead. Trying to get to the front. Bucks in behind. Jack Lewis puts a shovel on towards the net, but it's kept out by Gerard. Thunder regroup.
That rebound sat in front, just unavailable for a Thunder player. Just couldn't get a handle on it. Great opportunity for the Thunder there.
4 goals apiece here in the third period. Locking Freer puts it on net. He's knocked down. His helmet's off.
Still no penalty.
He'll have to get off the ice. He can't play without a helmet, despite what you might want to do. Mitchell Freer plays it in behind. Up the boards for Mitchell Freer once again. Plays it down the boards for Connor Jean. Puts a shot on. Puck in front. It's loose. Picked up by Bigstead for the Thunder. Hard pass. It's bouncing. It bounces over the stick of Jack Lewis. It'll be icing, and Thunder will have to stay on the ice.
That was a great series of play. End-to-end hockey. And a great little bit of pressure there from the Stampede. But Thunder closed them down. Bad bounce on that puck because it great lead pass by Bigstead.
8 minutes gone in the third period. It's tied here. Shots are pretty even, 38 to 37. Nothing to pick here between
I'm
these
glad
two
I'm not a
teams.
betting man, Matt. Or Matt.
Axel Rusky Jones will take the draw up against Ian Ordis. Ordis wins it back for Loisel. Soft pass up for Ordis. He moves it ahead for Bigstead. Bigstead to the middle. Goes in behind Ordis. Campbell sends it in. Comes around the boards. Rusky Jones trying to protect the puck against a couple of green jerseys. Bigstead moves it out. It'll be offside as Rusky Jones just touched it with his stick as he was offside.
Swell play there.
Guys, I was talking about in between the second period, I didn't think this was going to be a defensive lockdown period, but what we have here is two teams that are not ready to overcommit on the offense.
You see those shots on net? 30, 38, 37. I mean, this is such an even result at the moment.
Stegman can't send to the puck. So it's for the Stampede here. Pass knocked down by Joel Orr. Trying to win the puck off Ollie Rusky Jones. Eden also, there's Eden with a shot. Follow-up shot off the back of a Thunder player, I think. Chris Eden had an opportunity there. Nice stick from Max Hurren. Breaks up the play. Jean moves it back. And Ollie Roski-Jones across to Amston. Off the stick of Eden, so there'll be no icing here. Max Hurren has got no help on the far side, but he gets it out of the zone. Bigstead pushes ahead. Orders picks up the puck, reverses it back in behind for Jack Lewis. Quick turn. Quick turn again. Orders will pick up the loose puck in the corner. Protects. Turns into the corner, in behind the net for Jack Lewis, who threw it to the middle. There's no one there. Darling picks it up, throws it back towards the net. It goes high. Bigstead had it knocked off the stick. Here for Jack Lewis. Floats it across to Bigstead. Bigstead trying to dangle, backhand shot, and a save from Gerard off the pads.
Stampede are suffering trying to get it out of their own zone, and they can't.
It's a penalty on the play.
Yep, tripping call.
Tripping will be the call.
A lot of pressure from the Dunedin Thunder there in the zone. But unfortunately, a tripping penalty against Cole Bigstead goes against them. And now they'll have to play defense.
Without Carl Bexted.
Yeah, one of their more important penalty-killing players.
Yeah, so you guys will see Joe Orr popping out on this kill. You want to watch where Lozelle keys up here and not make sure that the Stampede doesn't get as much traffic in front as they want. That's their key.
Oh, it's a loose puck. Can the Stampede get anything on it? It's still loose. Comes out for Joe Orr. He clears it out as far as the blue line. Amsterdam picks it up. McCard in behind the net for Jean. Jean couldn't handle it, and a clear from the Thunder, and they got away with one there.
Oh my goodness.
Nope,
that
penalty coming up.
Penalty on Max McCard.
So, something that was good has turned not so good.
There was 2 minutes for slashing on McCard.
Let's have a look.
It was later in the play, guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Toby Shuck had lost his position, and he didn't get back in time at all there. Just shuffling into position. Oh, he was lucky. Yeah, his defense was all over it.
Honestly, you don't see goaltenders puck watch very often, but that was a situation where he...
It was out of his reach, and he was out of position.
Lap of the gods at that point, and it worked out for Shuck.
4-on-4 hockey. Comes to the point for Loisel. Shooting, and a glove save from Gerard. Saw that one all the way. Loisel looking for his fourth, looking to make history. Put his team back in front. Minute and a half left on the penalty to Cole Bigstead.
Yeah, there was a pretty big trip miss there by Eden went down quickly on that one.
All right, face off to the right of Joe Gerard.
Stampede win the draw, move it up ice. Max Hurren, hard off the boards, looking for Jack Lewis. Chris Eden. Chris Eden has the puck in front. Chris Eden shoots, loose puck, he scores! Chris Eden picked up his own rebound and buries it in behind Joe Gerard for the go-ahead goal.
That'll make up for Chris Eden's earlier attempt. Wow.
Yeah, the karma there is great because he was tripped in the prior play, and now he gets his own rebound, and the NZIHL's all-time leading scorer puts up another one here in the grand finals.
And they went and celebrated in front of this raucous traveling fan base. The green jerseys just in that side of the ice. You can see them there in the camera.
Just a bobble and a stumble. And Gerard getting tangled up. Well, Thunder.
And remember, guys, that was a 4-on-4 goal. It was even strength, but there's a lot more room out there, and that is exactly why he had the room to pick up his own rebound here and put it back.
You don't see Max Roth making mistakes like that, so
No.
very uncommon mistake from Max Roth that Chris Eden was able to take advantage of. Hampson with a shot, doesn't get through.
He'll want that back.
Devlin was in the way. Yeah, you're working hard all game, and just to make a mistake like that, it really hurts. But he's a veteran player. I'm sure he'll be fine. He'll come back harder. Stegman with a shot through traffic, through the legs, sets the glass in behind. Rain Walsh has it, leaves it for Darlene. Darlene takes it to the corner, trying to wrap it around, but he lost the handle.
So there's only 20-some seconds left in that penalty to Bexted, and 45 seconds left to McCog.
Offside, and they call it. Adam Nagy, the linesman, calls it. So 15 seconds left on the penalty to Cole Bexted. So once he jumps out, Thunder will have about
20 seconds.
20-odd seconds, 27 seconds left of penalty kill. So what they want to do here, win possession, hold on to the puck and move it up ice.
Minor housekeeping, that was not offside, nor an intentional offside, but a hand pass that was called, which is why it stays there.
Good spot in, Matt.
Thanks, Matt.
Rusky Jones has it, lifts it up to the point. Max Roth has a shot, bounces wide. Move up ice, Loisel in the feet of the linesman. Unfortunate there for the Thunder. Rusky Jones trying to work his way to the front.
Penalty
He's going to get a
coming
penalty against St. Louis, who just reached a little bit.
Hold.
Just ever so slightly.
Yeah, there's going to be a holding the stick call coming up here on 24. And there's Rusky Jones also went.
The two of them.
Oh, really?
What was Rusky Jones's call? Do you know?
I'm still waiting to figure that one out, guys.
Interesting.
You know what? Actually, I'm going to take it back. I thought he motioned for holding the stick, but I think there was one for a hold and one for a hook. And I think that's what that was called there.
Well,
Yep, there's no one in this box.
No one in the box for the Dunedin Thunder, so I'm not sure the situation is here.
No, 5-on-4. It's
5-on-4.
Rusky Jones's penalty.
So it's a 5-on-3 for 23 seconds.
Correct.
Jeez.
Oh, this is a huge opportunity here for the Thunder. Loisel moves it across for Bexted. Bexted shoots, and it pops out to the side here. Loisel gets
Kept
there just
in.
in time to keep it in. Ortis can't handle it. Amson trying to get there and get this puck out. He does, gets it to halfway. Loisel with a wee bobble. Controls it, moves it to Stegman. 5-on-3 coming to an end.
McCarg out.
Bexted walking it in up the left-hand side. Throws it across ice for Loisel. Couldn't play it across the blue line. Regroups. Looking to set up a rush here. Loisel trying to go through the legs of McCarg, who did a great job there. Walsh leaves it for Bexted, looking to set up in the zone. Now the Thunder control it on the power play. A minute left on the power play. Shot through traffic. Bounces out to the side for Stegman. Backhand pass for Loisel. Gets it back at the top. Checks the lane. Cross to Bexted. Stepping in, taking a shot that's deflected up high and into the boards above Gerard.
The Stampede are doing an okay job of keeping those Thunder players out. Bexted LaSalle couldn't find the lane.
You're exactly right. So Lazelle, they're daring him to shoot from the blue line. They don't want his skill anywhere near the net. So they stay with 3 deep on that middle line. And the Thunder have to figure out, are they going to press or are they going to stay up high like they have been?
Stampede get the clear. This will come all the way back down into the Thunder zone.
30 seconds left in the penalty.
Stegman for Loisel. Leaves it for Stegman. He gets around Flight. Trying to get it towards the middle for Rain Walsh, but it's a floating pass and it beats him. So all the way down ice for Shook. Shook had to play this one, but dangerous. Still in front for Max Roth. He can't get the shot through Bexted. Bigstead evades one.
And that'll kill that penalty.
Great penalty killing from the Stampede. And then's a penalty.
No, offside.
Offside. Oh. Okay, right. Linesmen can't call penalties, but
every time we hear a whistle, we're nervous about another penalty.
I think both these teams have been nervous about penalties.
You know,
so there's been 86 shots already today. 104 would be the record. And we're a bit off of that, but not far.
Not far at all.
Yeah, goalies are standing in it strong.
These teams just taking shots whenever they get the opportunity. Mitchell Freer throws this one in. Next Haring plays it up the boards. Lachlan Freer throws towards the net, trying to catch Toby Shook off guard. Devlin puts one back towards the net, and that'll hit the rafters and will draw another whistle. 5.5 to go here. Dunedin Thunder up by 1 goal, 5-4.
Have you taken your heart pills today?
I'm not sure if I'm shaking because it's cold or if I'm shaking because this game has been so exciting.
Absolutely.
Devlin wins it back, but he's got it past Connor Jean, who has to hurry back.
Stampede moving it out.
Mitchell Freer plays it into the corner, chases after it. The defenseman going down low. Roselle backhands it up towards Eden. Eden knows he's coming. Walsh gets a pass back from Darling. Wayne Walsh makes a shot, shoulder from Max Roth. He just didn't have control there as he entered the zone. Hurrying. Doesn't want to turn this one over on the blue line, so he just throws it in. Devlin working his way around a couple of players. Takes a huge shot from Loisel as he turned his back. Bigstead leaves it in the corner for Loisel. Pops this one up. It's hit the rafters, and we'll get another whistle. One of the quirks of this rink, Dave, and you'll be well aware of it, is these low rafters. There's no hoisting the puck out of the zone here.
Especially coming from Dunedin, where you'd almost need, you could kick a field goal in there and you'd still not have any, hit any beams.
Yeah, you could put an up and under in there and still clear here. This one here, unless you're really good at just finding the gaps in between the rafters, you know, you're going to get those whistles.
Threading the needle.
Bigstead picks it up, gets across to the middle for Stegman, walks it in. Gets it down low, around the boards. Max Haring gets there and keeps it in. Max Haring pinches an elbow on Max McCarg. And he is not doing his team any favors this late in the third period with 4:12 to go.
Tough call. Max McCarg, we'll see what that looks like.
I think that may be his third penalty of the game.
Ooh, yeah. Let's just see.
I don't know that we have that one, guys.
5-on-4 power play for the Dunedin Thunder. Haven't been successful in their last few attempts. They had a 5-on-3. They just couldn't really pull the trigger. They were setting up around the outside, just couldn't get it into good position to take the shots. Maybe they need to just move it down low a bit more. Connor Harrison puts a shot on Bigstead. The Thunder recover the puck. Bigstead skating in across to Stegman, who takes a shot. Hard around the boards. Stegman couldn't keep it in. It pops out all the way down. Jackson Flight putting pressure on Loisel. Plays it to himself off the back of the net. Back play. Pass to Bigstead. Enters the zone. Goes for that toe drag around Mitchell Freer. Nice clear from the Stampede. It's going to go all the way down and relieve some pressure. They'll get a couple of changes. Thunder crowd willing them on here to score on the power play. Bigstead picks up, pulls up, finds Ordis. Ordis stunts in his way to the front. Elects to go around, wrap around. Wayne Walsh almost got that one. But a great save from Gerard.
Joel Gerard kept his eyes open on that one, watching the puck, not the player, and did a great job of getting rid of that puck.
Oh, Devlin's going to get called for a penalty. And it's going to be 5-on-3. Toby Shuck goes to the bench. They don't get the extra attacker on in time.
Well, from bad to worse for the Stampede.
Givelin's going to go to the box.
Yeah, 32 seconds left.
Did you see Loisel trying to get that one a couple of times here, Matt?
Yeah, it sure was. And he kind of, honestly, you'd be surprised that they shouldn't be doing this. This is the kind of thing that the Stampede are supposed to be
good at,
used to, and good at, and keeping their head straight. And they're not right now, frankly. So I think, guys, we need to talk about some strategy here because it's an unusual situation. First of all, it's a 5-on-3 at the moment. It will be for 30 seconds. Then there's a 2-minute penalty, which means that they're going to have to pull the goaltender probably during that penalty, which means that they'll have some free shots and some other things coming up. But it will be very interesting to see how the mechanics all happen and function in this one.
All right, 2:45 left in this very exciting third period. Game 1 of the 2026 NZIHL Burgle Cup Finals. Thunder a lead, a 1-goal lead, which is nothing in the game of ice hockey. Looking to extend here on this period, in this power play, I should say. Mitchell Frere gets it out far enough.
Yeah, the more important thing here for the Thunder is possession. A second goal lead would be great, but they want to hold the puck here.
Ryan Walsh trying to win this puck. He's fighting hard. Back on the boards. Max Roth comes away with it. Pressured by Ian Ordis. Stampede able to bring it out. Connor Jean throws it towards the net.
Penalty expired.
5-on-4. Thunder don't have possession. They want to get this puck. Puck around the boards. Mitchell, Lachlan Frere couldn't handle it. Lachlan Frere with that puck out of the zone. Thunder finally gained possession on the power play. A minute to go.
1 minute left, 1:40 left in this.
Bigstead. Pass across ice for Joe Orr. Takes it over the blue line. Reverses it for Bigstead. Backhands it back down low, but Stampede able to get the clear once again. Power play not working for the Thunder.
1 minute,
looks
30
tired.
seconds left.
Loisel cross, hard pass to Joe Orr, couldn't handle it. Back to Bigstead. Bigstead picks it up. He looks gassed. Backhands it towards the net. Going after this one is Jack Lewis. Cleared out by the Stampede. Doing a wonderful job on the penalty kill.
Joel Gerard doesn't look like he's moving at all there, Matt.
Not yet.
Stampede working hard, winning position. 5-on-4. Shot from Amston into the glove of Toby Shook. And not a great power play, I would say, from the Dunedin Thunder there, man.
No, but they were doing what they needed to do as far as keeping possession and not giving up too much. You can see the players are really gassed out there, but 53 seconds to go and a timeout being called by the Stampede. So let's reset. There's 8 seconds left to go on the power play. 53 seconds left to go in regulation. And again, they were playing with the goaltender in net for now. I would expect that their first possession from here on out, there will be no Joel Gerard unless they manage to get an equalizer.
Well, they've got the face-off down in the Thunder period in Thunder zone. So
yeah,
do they pull the goalie out?
It wouldn't surprise me at all. But Gerard is going back out there right now.
Okay. So Stampede probably want to try and win this back and then try and hold it in the zone as long as possible to get that player back on the ice and then give Joel Gerard time to get off.
All right, we'll see what happens here. Flight.
Ryan Walsh with a crucial face-off win. Who's out? Pass up to Ian Ordis.
Penalty over.
5-on-5. When will Joel Gerard try and find the bench? Possession for the Stampede. Connor Jean takes a shot and a save from Toby Shook right into the logo. 34 seconds left. Dave, this crowd is going crazy here.
Yeah, well, that Thunder crowd is raucous.
And Devlin's on.
So face off to the right, it's Toby Shook.
Extra attacker on for the Stampede.
6 on 5. Here, it's all the marbles for the next 30 seconds.
Amston down the boards. Back to Amston, puts a shot through. Off the post! Off the crossbar! Big Stick gets it out. Ian Ortis with an empty net shot. Ian Ortis scores! The hockey game!
The game of hockey.
An inch away from tying this game up.
A game of inches or millimeters off the post. Ring-a-ling, and then turned around. What a opportunity, and then what a goal. 17 seconds left. Joel's back in. We'll wind this up.
Let's take a look at the shot from the Stampede here. This is a big one. Don't know that we saw that one there if we have it from behind. This is how close this game has gone.
Oh, inside post.
Inside post, yep. And that is how close we are to tying this one up.
That's unbelievable. And then back the other way for the internet goal. Ian Ortis might have sealed this game. 10 seconds remaining. Rain Walsh moves it up ice. Nice move through the middle. Rain Walsh trying to seal it one more time. Great save from Joel Gerard.
Penalty shot. How did this end? How could this possibly be there? In a penalty shot. Ray Walsh, with only a split second left in this game, draws a penalty shot.
Yeah, it was called with a second to go, and it did stop everything. So Rain Walsh will get his opportunity against Gerard. They're trying to get the Stampede off the ice. It was not the choice of the Thunder in this case. They would have probably been happy to just go home.
Let's just end this thing.
Well, less than a second to go.
But it is important that they follow it, and it was called in time, and it was definitely on the board that way.
All right. Thunder crowd is absolutely going bananas here at the Queensland Ice Arena. The team has pretty much sealed this game. Rain Walsh can put icing on the cake. Oh, he lost the handle, and he couldn't put it in behind Gerard, but that doesn't matter, because the Green Machine, the Dunedin Thunder, have come into the Queenstown Ice Arena, and they've got the first win in this series. They lead the series 1-0. Game 1, 6-4 to the team in green. Dave, a game of ups and downs.
Oh my goodness.
The first two periods were just back and forth. Two different games, it felt like, those first two periods.
Unbelievable toing and throwing, opportunities for both teams, goaltending being tested all the way through, and then just stretched it. The Thunder were able to just stretch it out. Penalties costing costing both teams, but more so to the Stampede. Just silliness. Well, who knows what's going to happen? The conversation in the dressing room, it will be, the penalties, because we still have possibly 2 games, as which
2 games of that. I'm not sure if my heart can handle that, Dave.
We have seen this happen. We have seen this happen in the last semifinals, where teams have turned it around, and of all teams, you would never write off the Stampede, and you can never write off the Thunder. What a spectacular game tomorrow night, all teed up. It's like if you were writing the script, Matt, you'd say, you'd have this, and this adds to that Cinderella story that the Thunder have had this season, the semifinals, and now here. Look at that, up by 1 game in the finals.
Yeah, very exciting, and like you said, penalties really were the deciding factor in this game. And right at the end there, the SkyCity Stampede taking a couple of penalties that just didn't allow them to get that end of game play that they wanted.
They needed that momentum. Yeah, they needed that momentum. They needed that the system to work for them, and the penalties just at the wrong time.
You can see longtime fan Terry Leclochet down there. She is celebrating with some other Thunder fans, small and large alike. We're going to throw to Matt Chavez, who's got with him the Thunder captain, Regan Wilson, to talk about how this game went and how the Thunder got to that 6-4 win and a crucial first win in the 3-game series.
Captain Wilson, how are we ever going to recover from a game like this? Have you ever been in anything quite like that type of an environment?
Yeah, great place to be, great place to play. So many of our fans travelled, it's just great. That first 10 minutes, you know, just getting the legs under us from the travel day, but yeah, once we got into our systems and found our legs, I think the momentum just kept flowing.
Let's talk about that first period and how the adjustments happened. Did you have a good discussion in that first intermission about how things were changed up, and did it, I mean, it clearly paid dividends, but what did you change?
I think we just went back to our plan, yeah. So,
okay.
So that first 10 minutes, that was pretty messy, just staying above the puck, and yeah, obviously just that travel day, it definitely affects you, so just getting the legs under us, getting moving, yeah, obviously we managed to shift it and play how we wanted to play and got the result that we wanted, so.
And the discipline started to pick up really well in the third period. You guys didn't take any silly penalties. There were a couple of penalties, of course, it just happens, but that also seemed to clean up. Did that have an effect on the way you were able to commit your offense?
Yeah, I mean, I think that first period we had 4 or 5 that go against us, so we just have to play clean, keep it out of the hands, and we've got a great power play, we've got a great penalty kill, but yeah, it's pretty hard playing 4-on-5 for half the game. So
yeah, it sure is.
Yeah.
So, last question. Tomorrow's game, do you come out with the same intensity in the second and third period? Do you play it a little bit more smoothly? What's the thought process going into a potential championship winning game?
Yeah, we just go back to the board, play Thunder hockey. It got us a win today, got us a win last weekend, so we just play our hockey, play our style. We've got speed, we've got lots of gas in the tank, so get ready to go.
All right, well, we'll bring it tomorrow, and can't wait to see another one of these.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks.
Well, thank you to Regan Wilson for doing that interview with Matt Chavez. Wonderful words to hear from the captain. And he said, you know, that travel day can really affect a team. And it maybe looked like that in the first period, but the second period they came out and they just played their natural game.
I'm really surprised that they traveled on the same day they played for a final. Like, you'd think they'd be able to scratch up whether it was whatever they needed to get down here, perhaps a day early, acclimatize, you know, but didn't matter at the end of it all.
I think as long as you're arriving plenty of hours ahead of schedule, ahead of the game, you could get that relaxation in. I find when I even travel for games, for whatever reason it might be, if you turn up an hour beforehand, you're shot. Your legs are shot. They just don't have their blood running. But yeah, they got into it after that first period. Now, huge amount of shots. Almost 100 shots over the whole game. Both of these teams showing a willingness to shoot and play attacking hockey. Will we see that again tomorrow night? Or will one team try and play a little bit more defensive, Dave, you reckon?
Yeah, well, Matt was asking that last night, what Regan was saying about how are you going to come out tomorrow. Well, I don't think that's I think that question is just we come out as hard and fast. You can't change your strategy.
Yeah.
You have to play the same game you played tonight, hard, fast. You can't sit back on a one goal and on a one game win lead. You have to come out hard and fast and play that second period for 3 periods next Stampede. They need to stay out of the box. They need to play that first period that they had and play that for 3 periods. Whatever happens, holy moly.
It's going to be good.
It's going to be good, yeah.
Yeah, well, folks, that's us from here tonight at the Queensland Ice Arena. Thank you for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. We certainly enjoyed bringing it to you. Big thanks to Dave Dubnick, Matt Chavez, Joel Britton doing the intermission show, and all our volunteers and our assistants here in the comm box. We'll see you tomorrow night for game number 2.